Yeah. Got it.
You don't have to announce everything you read.
I
Good
pushed
meeting.
a button.
Well done.
Thank you.
Got it. I'm gonna drink some water.
Got it.
I'm gonna toast you drinking some water.
I'm gonna grab some water.
I got this hot
I'm gonna
chocolate.
drink caffeine.
I got this hot chocolate. It's spicy Mexican mix, and it's from I don't know if you guys have ever been to the Spice Merchant. There's one. I don't know if there's one in Edmonton. Anyways, it's insanely good. It's spicy chocolate goodness.
Wow. So it's like some
Spicy hot
with a little bit
chocolate.
of paprika in it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's one that's like a masala chai hot chocolate that's really good too.
Oh, cool. I look forward to trying them sometime.
You may just get that opportunity.
Yep.
Maybe.
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 Speaking of funky drinks, if you guys want something from Tim Hortons that isn't the bad coffee, you should get a white hot chocolate with a chai tea bag in it.
I've heard that's really good,
It's
actually.
really good.
Yeah.
That sounds delightful.
I'll
It's
try that.
very good. Mhm.
Tim Hortons white hot chocolate
Glit-
with a chai tea bag.
Chai tea bag, or someone told me to get like the apple cinnamon tea or something, but I went with chai and it was good.
Okay.
I usually just get like a nice coffee. Are they that good? No. Are they $3? Yes.
I literally don't get anything from Tim Hortons anymore because it's just the taste. It just doesn't do the same as it used to.
Well, coffee's just not good.
Sad. It used to be.
It's not, but it's
I don't know
cheap.
who bought it. That's what happened.
Can I ask a genuine question right now? Is every one of our
Nope.
sessions going to be us talking about like something that could potentially be controversial in some way, shape, or form?
Tim's coffee?
I don't think so.
Hot chocolate comfort.
Well, I don't know.
I
It's
have
like
a
we're talking
rash.
about.
It was just he is a rash.
We're not talking about politics. We're talking about Tim's.
Oh,
I think it is.
Guys,
we
I
wanna
don't
talk
know if
about
we're going to
Danielle?
alienate more of our audience right now with this like Tim's talk right now.
Is it controversial to say that Tim Hortons coffee has gone downhill?
Also, what were we talking about for the first time that was controversial? I don't remember.
I don't.
Well,
I
if he
don't know.
thinks Tim's is controversial, it could be anything.
The bar is very low. Liam doesn't want to ruffle any feathers.
Yeah,
With
no.
his
I'm
new
all for
business.
that. I just want to
The
make
Tim's
sure that
coffee drinking
Wait,
community
you
will
just
be
said-
coming for us.
guys, I'm just becoming more conscientious of our brand. Okay, God.
Our brand. We have a fucking campaign called the Fuck Six Fuckers.
the brand.
LT.
We have a brand full of yak horns.
You just see me come out in like just a bunch of brand name logo shit and just being able to show up and just be like, okay, guys, we're gonna get ready to play some
We talked about
Dungeons and
this
Dragons. and
earlier.
It's brought to you by.
There's a character named Dick the Large.
Yeah, you
We don't
can't,
have a brand.
can't get more straightforward than that.
Maybe that is the brand.
Yeah.
Dick the Large.
Yeah.
why
Just
not?
Dick
Oh,
the
Richard's
Large.
definitely his own brand.
Speaking
I
of
mean, I did
D&D,
buy a big D like metal thing. So
speaking of D&D, how many people do you have for Saturday, Liam?
I've had a lot of people reach out recently. There are
Yay.
some people that so I mean, I'm like running the big community campaign. There's maybe yourself.
Tell us about
David,
it.
which would be wonderful. Sure. Okay, I'll talk about. Thanks, David, for teeing me up. I loved how my brain was just like, oh yeah, I'll rush past this thing. Hi, everyone.
You didn't get it the first time, so I had to be a bit more obvious.
Yeah, of course. Hey, Liam, that thing that you're running through your company, Novice DMing. What is this? What's going on with that? Huh? What's happening? So the community
I
campaign.
would love to hear about.
Well, let me tell you something, Peyton. The community campaign that I'm running through Novice DMing, my company, we have a special promotional event happening on Saturday at the Lair, which I'm really excited about, and got on TikTok for the very first time. So hell yeah! And
Ooh.
yeah, I've already had like 4 people express interest in that event. I've had another 2 or 3 express interest on a Thursday one that I'm running at Mythic Comics,
Nice.
which is also really awesome. I don't, and the thing is, I have no idea if my computer is going to like be a jerk with storage space or if I'll have time to upload stuff. So this might just be information that's just well and done into the past. But even then, like it's still really cool. Like I've had a lot of people reaching out currently, and a lot of them are new players. Like a lot of people are like, hey, I'm new to Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know if I can play or if I can be a part of it. I'm like, no, you're more than welcome to come and join. It's like the people that I love to have play. Like everybody here was like, I think the person that had the most experience really was Noah. Like for this game, because it's like everybody here had some experience, but it wasn't like a huge amount like prior to, right?
Mine was limited, but
It might have been
Yeah.
paid.
I was in one other campaign and there was a shit DM.
Yeah. Yeah.
David, how long
Yeah.
have you played for?
No.
Well, I tried it when I was your age, and the math made me cry, so I stopped. Plus, I had a shit DM.
Feel like it still does that.
It
So
does.
I guess
Thanks
then
for your support, Peyton.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. No, it was a combination. It wasn't just the math. I also had a shit DM, and it just wasn't inspiring. And I was in 7 choirs at the time, so I had other things to do.
Right.
7.
Yeah,
That's a lot of choirs, brother.
it was. But so yeah, until you met me, I hadn't done it again since then. So
Well, and then I was playing my campaign and I kept telling him about it over the phone and he was like, that would be super cool.
mhm.
That'd be super cool.
I think I'll try it again.
He's like, do you want to do a campaign with me? Thank you.
You want to play a campaign with me?
And that
You
was
want to-
the cadence too. She just nailed it.
Yeah.
so like Kyle, I don't know if you want to do like a campaign with me or anything, but like I don't know. If you know
Sorry,
it's
Dad.
like,
What was that? What was that, Dad? What was
Oh
that?
no, I said let's go get
He was
a
like,
coffee from
I
Tim
already
Hortons.
know a guy. He's like, I know someone.
Anyway,
Um,
continue on.
yeah, I think I'm ready to get into this. Spent a lot of time doing some prep work, which I'm excited about. So hello everyone that is watching us again. I'm very glad to have you guys. To all of our Tim Hortons viewers, I apologize, and also yeah, I agree with everything that was said. I have not drank at Tim Hortons for years.
Liam, on your thing on Saturday, and good luck.
Oh, thank you so much, Kylah. Thank you so very much. I'm excited for that. Today we're also going to be joined, I think, with us in our little open public group thing to this game. Some of the players that are going to be part of the actual campaign.
Nice.
Who are people I've invited to kind of see like kind of the style that I go with and like the environment of the tables we got. So I'm excited to have them here too. Yeah. So, once again, welcome. I guess we should kind of open up with just the big news kind of at the beginning here. So unfortunately, anybody who's been watching the campaign, two sessions since, unfortunately, our friend Abby is no longer going to be a part of the game. She's not going to be playing Kari anymore. She is moving on to another campaign, as well as dealing with a lot of just personal and professional offers and opportunities and just commitments. So unfortunately, she will not be with us anymore for this game. Everything's good with her and myself. We're all okay there, and there's nothing but love and support for her. Hope she's able to watch this sometime. And I will be taking on Kari as a DM PC, which is a Dungeon Master player character. So if I look self-indulgent in any way, y'all can let me know. I'm good with it. But yeah, excited to be able to keep having this character in the story. Sad that our friend can't be with us with it, but honestly, that's kind of my biggest thing. I also wanted to this is just like a personal thing. There is I mean, obviously many of us know, like, we're all from Alberta. One of the biggest things that's kind of been coming up is like the wildfires that are currently happening. A lot of my I've been reaching out to just some people to hope that they're okay. A lot of my friends, like, they have family members that are like affected and have had to like evacuate from their homes in a lot of places. I do hope that everyone there is okay, that they're safe. I do not know what the current state of things is going to be like afterwards, but yeah, one of the things that I like to just like talk about, and I've been talking with a lot of people, is just, you know, community awareness, making sure that like we know what's happening with a lot of the people in our community. And like, I had to postpone an event with some players because of this, and want to make sure that they're like, yeah, just sending out support for their friends and families. Obviously, you know, playing our game here, it's different vibe altogether, but yeah, I just want to make sure that people are okay, and sending out as much love as we can here. Yeah, with that being said, I don't think there's anything else on my front. Yeah, so without all that being expressed, is there anything you guys have in terms of major questions for anything regarding character stuff or mechanics?
I actually did have one question that I forgot to ask. Long rest. Do we get all our hit dice back or half? I can't remember.
Good question. It's been a little bit tricky. I personally, I know that a lot of people go for the half. I've been going full for the last little bit.
Okay.
Honestly, I can check in with you guys with this, but personally, I'm okay with you guys going full hit dice after a long rest. Like, I mean, I torch you guys enough. I don't think, you know, the idea of you guys getting only half of your hit dice in this campaign is going to necessarily be, you know, that much of a motivator for other things. So I'd say full hit dice back. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, given the difficulty, that's very kind. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm sure that
Yeah,
once
no,
you
I
guys
just
start
wanted
to
to make
really
sure.
trounce my guys, I'll change it on the fly. Like, I'll be like, okay,
Don't
okay,
tell us.
okay, guys, time out here. Let's fix this up.
Thank you.
Those hit dice you just rolled, yeah, you have to get them back.
Yeah, you have to give all your hit dice back. No, this is a one-time offer. Yeah, that's that. Also, David, remind me, when you were talking about like the D&D game that you were like saying, oh, you were playing it before and then you lost interest. Was that 3rd edition?
Yes.
Okay. The reason I'm asking that is specifically because I got some 3rd edition books to do some research, and there was something I kind of found interesting. I wanted to ask you guys how you feel about the potential for like me integrating some like 3rd edition homebrew potentials in this campaign. I don't know, like, you know, I'm finding some research out and I'm like kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'd like to maybe integrate that, but I mean, we're obviously in the midst of it. I don't want to like throw in
I
a
trust
curveball.
you. I trust you.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as it
Give us,
doesn't
like, a-
like completely confuse the hell out of me.
Okay.
You took a big pause after Payton said don't confuse him, and I'm kind of worried.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just me waiting to see if there was more response, not me like,
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought that was you. Yeah.
That was the whole point, was to confuse Padon.
Yeah, I wanted to confuse
Sorry.
Payton. I just want everybody to say,
I'm
oh, yeah,
easily
we're good.
confused.
And then Payton would be like, yeah, it's totally fine. And then I just go on for like a full paragraph of just convoluted nonsense on how plate armor is different based on these different denominations.
Oh god.
Nobody has a proficiency bonus anymore. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah. So I just want to check in with that. If that's everything though, that's all on my front. So if nobody has any other questions, yes, I see a hand up.
Can I send the link to actually a friend of mine?
Yeah, absolutely. Send the link to your friend of yours and just give them a heads up that we are recording as well.
For sure. I can just send the one that you sent me, right?
Yes, you can just send that off, like forward it.
Thank you so much. Okay, that's everything.
Fantastic. So if that's everything, let's dive into this session today for Curse of Strahd. Okay. When last we left our band of heroes as they went into the lands of Barovia, into Castle Ravenloft, they had a dinner, the devil himself, Strahd von Zarovich. You had all met one of his faithful manservants, Cyrus. You had met in the Hall of Bones. You had been given a postcard with the indications of a man by the name of Rictavio being a potential vampire hunter. You had been invited to a wedding in the coming days. You had also been invited to stay the night in the castle itself. After triggering an elevator trap and encountering a rug and a picture, or like a portrait, you guys had gone into this made-up bedroom space where you had met with Esker, who had kind of been a dick, but had also given you guys this notice that if you guys were able to help him figure out how to get Strahd's powers, he would be able to he would grant you guys a favor. Deciding to go for a short rest after deciding through handing out of candles, you guys had progressed to explore the halls of Ravenloft. Quickly finding that it was going to be a difficult task in your current state, you guys had made quick work of the rug and the portrait that were in the hallway, and descended far to the very base of this one set of staircase. You guys had gone through a submerged hallway where two wights were waiting for you, and in fighting them, you noticed that there were these like teleportation traps that seemed to put you guys into different dungeon cells. You guys had broken out of a couple of them, noticed a few treasures and items, as well as finding some people, one deceased and one alive. The deceased individual we'll get to in a moment. The alive individual was Emil Taranescu, an individual who later revealed that they were a werewolf and trying to break away from you guys. They were successful and able to put Wystera into another trap where they discovered the decayed remains of a individual that was hung up on some shackles. In trying to break out of these dungeons, you guys had noticed the actual sigils on the floor, but you guys also gotten encounters with a bunch of creatures and were put into a very compromised position that caused one of your party members, Kari, to kind of begin to lose her own cool. Also in this process, Eren, you had started to hear a voice kind of begin to emanate through you as Squally had found this really gorgeous, beautiful, blue glowing hammer. Deciding to recuperate properly, you guys went up into the upper rooms to take an actual long rest, where we kind of left all of you in different states. Wystera, you yourself were presented by your imp Twitch with a scroll that you had tried to burn up, which now is able to sustain and stay in a fiery scroll pattern, basically requesting a bone offering in order for you to be able to acquire and go deeper into your warlock patronage to the fiend Grixanoth, who you are very familiar with. We are going to return now to this moment. We're going to first focus on you, Wystera, as you are the last person at the tail end of this rest. You have at your disposal a lot of the belongings from the dead individual that you found in that dungeon cell. I want to ask you, some of the remains that you had found were a journal. And there were 2 postcards, one that was being in the process of finishing, and the other one that is finished but was held on to by the individual. And you had found a bunch of other equipment. Do you want to go through any of the? Do you want to go through the other postcard that you haven't read yet, or do you want to also look through the journal at this point?
Yeah, I would I would like to go through the second postcard and also the journal and see. I think I'm more interested in the journal. I'm curious to know if I'm able to flip through it, if I see anything that piques my interest.
For sure. Go ahead. Give me a investigation check.
17 minus 1, 16. Not bad. First roll of the day.
Not bad first roll of the day. Woo. Okay. So first of all, you find out that this journal belongs to an individual by the name of Haruk Gabaldon. Haruk Gabaldon.
Got it.
Mouthful.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Shout out Neil for creating one of the best fantasy names that we had. Now, Haruk, by all intents and purposes, was a monster hunter. Was an individual that was tasked with just like an own personal task. It wasn't like they were carried out anything. They didn't have any affiliations. And in the journal, you kind of flip through that this person's own personal life, how they have a very personal vendetta against vampires. Due to like some tragedy in their life. You find out that this individual was themselves a vampire of sorts, but very muted. What would be known in the actual like history of the world as a dampire. Very rare. Very like this is a kind of an individual that it does not really exist in many places of the world. But you find out that this individual was like touched in this way by this power, and yet was able to control it to the point where they were like hunting after vampires at the same time. They seemed relatively new as well. You notice also from the handwriting that this individual is the individual. Well, I'm going to say you don't have a proficiency with cartographer tools, do you?
No.
Okay. But you do have a comparative postcard. And with the 2 postcards, you would be able to glean that this person is the person responsible, like their handwriting has similarities to the postcards you guys have been finding across the way in Barovia. You also glean, I would say there were 2 more additional things. What are the things that you're kind of looking in this journal for, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say, I am definitely looking to see if there are any hints on how to kill Strahd straight up. Or what Strahd needs, that if Strahd needs anything that we could use against him in order to kill him.
I see. You rolled a 17, yes?
Correct. No, I rolled a 17, but a 16 total.
16, right. 16. You, in terms of the seeking here, Haruk does not mention Strahd a couple times. It seems as if he heard about Strahd. Haruk seemed to have been brought into Barovia by a man named Erigal. And Erigal is an individual that had expressed that there was a necessity for someone to be saved. But it turned out that that was kind of a red herring. And the person that was like in need of saving was the burgomaster of Barovia. But you guys remember the burgomaster was dead. Like when you guys came, he was in a casket and you guys were going off to bury them. Seems like Haruk came in probably at the beginning when he had passed away. So Erigal led him on a false trail. Seemingly it kind of got him trapped. But Erigal, or Haruk was also looking for somebody by the name of Van Richten, because he had met someone named Van Richten outside of Barovia and was tailing them. This is one of the things that you start to notice. While there's some mention of Strahd, and it seems like he was kind of like interested in knowing more about this individual. He did a lot of like on the ground coverage, like spoke to a lot of people in the populace of Barovia. Might have been the thing that got a lot of attention. He was very open, very expressive in his language, but he expressed that Van Richten was somebody that he was following and started trailing his motions as he started to put up a disguise of Rictavio. And he believed fully that Van Richten was an individual that would be necessary in defeating Strahd, it seemed.
Ah, that tracks with something we discovered in the forest. Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Now, if you want me to read the postcard for you, if you wanted to go into that, I can definitely do that as well.
Please.
Okay. This is a postcard that you had seen on his person, and this one seemed to have the most wear on it. It was probably the oldest one, but he kept it on his person. Newcomers, beware the Savalich woods surrounding all of provincial Barovia. The pathways of knotted wooden fingers are dangerous at any time of day, but anyone who travels these routes at twilight rarely returns, and if they do, it is in pieces. There are few who can navigate these unnatural woodlands on a good day. I myself am skilled in seeking and blazing trails in most forests, but the only ones who seem to be able to travel at nighttime without incident are the Vistani. I will provide more information on them as I am able. The only other creatures that may travel these days is the devil Strahd. Curse his name. People are willing to pay the Vistani ferry fees to travel with them from village to town. And the Vistani are willing to go if the pay is substantial. However, should you hear that the vampire lord is hunting in the woods, decline an offer to enter. Count Strahd von Zarovich is the reigning power over this land. There are those who do not believe in what I know to be true. He is a demon of the highest degree. Often in the Castle of Ravenloft, which looms cruelly over the village of Barovia, you have been warned, newcomers. See to it that you lose your greenhorn soon. Sorry. See to it that you lose your greenhorn soon, but that your meat stays ever fresh. I will pass along more when I am able. Until then, I remain your servant, should you need me.
Unsigned.
Unsigned.
Okay, thank you.
As all of the ones were unsigned by him.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Now, Wystera, we are going to simply pull away from you at this moment. All you really kind of notice in this time as well, and as the light is low, you still have a provided light with the scroll hanging in front of your face. We are going to go to the rest of you. We're not going to focus, though, on you guys all waking up. We're going to focus on you guys as you sleep. And Wystera, you kind of feel this sensation as well. You guys feel throughout the night a pounding heartbeat. Just hear the rain coming down from outside. Just slowly, you guys begin to be encompassed in your dreams, hoping for sweetness, but most likely expecting some kind of horror. And throughout all of your dreams, this pounding heart is felt underneath each of you. As if shaking the bed that you guys lay on. The cushions of the lounge, the bedrolls that you're all upon. You feel it. Squally, in your mind, drifting away into light sleep, you find yourself stepping down the stairs that almost laid your tomb. You begin to feel your feet go towards the damp water as you begin to go and almost submerge yourself. As you step through the water, you see blue light emanating down the hallway as if it's coming from yourself. You kind of just get a point of view look as you are looking down this hallway, seeing the geysers of water shooting upright in almost like a sequence. And as they die down, you see in front of you a horde of undead beginning to come. Even as they begin to come through the hallway, some of them being picked up in these geysers, there's too many of them. They begin to get closer and closer. However, rather than be overcome with a sense of fear, you feel yourself rise up out of the water, the light shining up brighter and brighter. As you float up, you notice that the water turns to ice, and spikes begin to jettison out from it. And in a single breath, the ice shoots out. You do not see what happens to this horde, but you do feel as if something is allowing you to keep it controlled. Sly, in your dream, you feel the pulsing heartbeat almost like ramp up, as before you, not in the hallway, but underwater, you feel yourself almost like submerged, choking. You pull yourself up and you can see holding you down is a massive animal, a beast with red eyes, a long mane, and just a elongated snout full of rows of razor sharp teeth covered in blood. And you can see as it snarls towards you, it begins to simply cough out black smoke as it pours out and out. And as you put your hands towards its face, you can see there on your hands is decay, rot, and deep scars upon your hands. And you hear in your mind a very similar clown noise as this figure pushes you down and runs off deep into whatever this long cavern is. You pull yourself up, you hear that chuckle, and all of a sudden, all around you, you begin to see circled as like a chorus of large, mighty beasts in this chorus of chuckling and cackling stare at you in a scrawny and diminutive form as you just feel yourself begin to sink in the water. I want to ask you something here, though, Sly. In your mind, do you feel as if this is a moment for you to sink into the water? Or is it a moment for you to lash out?
Let me ask you a question with it. In the dream, when I'm being held under the water, am I fighting it back, or am I...
In the moment when it was happening, when that was happening, I would say that it was almost so sudden that you were almost released from it. But I will say, if you want to have kind of the motivation, you can make a wisdom saving throw in this moment here. Actually, charisma.
Hit. 14.
I would say that in the moment when you felt the creature release you and you hear these chuckles come through and you begin to feel yourself sinking, you have a moment like in a lucid dream where you can control it. And you can decide if you're sinking in because you're feeling small or if you're sinking in because you're ready to spring into action.
Yeah, I think Sly's gonna he is gonna sink in, but not be in like an insecure, like hiding way, but like in a like you said, in a prepared way.
As you feel yourself in that prepared stance, another chuckle joins this. And it's your own. That same kind of rhythmic tempo, matching everyone's. And as you get prepared deeper and deeper, you see the water below you begin to turn red and begins to radiate out. And as I describe Eren's dream, I need all of you to mute your guys' computers. I need you guys to make sure you do not hear what I say. And when I give you guys this, the very like dramatic signal, the very subtle, you are more than welcome to turn your audio back. Just give me a thumbs up when you mute. You guys can't hear me right now? I'm gonna kill Kylah's character.
What the hell?
No. Eren. A very simple dream for you. One that is surprisingly filled with not a clear blue sky, but like a cloudy, sunny day. One that you haven't seen in a long time. You see yourself in a beautiful green field. The grass is high, but you can feel yourself skipping up through it. And you see yourself jumping up above the grass. Like normally you could use it as like cover, but now you're just bounding through it with like joy in your heart and a song to fill the air. And you turn on this hillside and you see there's an individual making its way towards another hill where on top of it, you see an altar. This like seemingly marble structure. And you begin to make your way across it, bounding through the grass. You land and you jump and you see as an individual, it looks human, long, red, scruffy beard, comes up towards the altar, stares at you, gives you a wave, and then moves over, and slowly they grab this staff. And you see the staff, and it has two ends on it. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Ah, dice. Dice.
Seems like they could be important.
18.
18. You see clearly that the hand is the staff that is lifting these things up. One end is a marble knobbed end. The marble end is pointing downwards. And you can see at the very top end is a brass end. And it's sticking up to the sky. The individual seems to mutter something under their breath. They say, I'm going to take care of you, I will. You just follow me. Follow my example. Don't you dare touch this. It's not for you. It's for somebody else. And as they put the staff up, the clouds above begin to swirl above them. And you begin to see they get darker and darker until the sun is completely gone in your dream. And this person stares deep into your eyes. And they say, let one of them take it. It's all for them. And it's all for you. And all of a sudden, a lightning bolt streaks down, electrifies the person holding the staff, and you just see them begin to sizzle and to the point where their skin begins to melt off their body. And then you just see this red bearded skeleton stare you in the face as smoke comes off the beard, just kind of saying, I'm here with you forever and always. And I'm going to take good care of you like they never did. And the bones clatter to the ground and a lightning bolt strikes down onto you. Kylah, look up! Kylah, look up! God damn it!
I wanted to see how long you could keep that going for.
Yeah, I know. I was like hoping Kylah would look up at some point. Okay.
I got distracted.
I was really hoping she wouldn't.
Just me for 2 minutes. God dang it. That's what I get for trying to be dramatic. Okay. Now, all of you wake up with the sound of a crack of thunder and lightning strike. As you guys hear the rain pouring down outside of the window. As you guys all come to consciousness and wake up, you are now able to prepare yourselves for the day. I would say in this moment, Eren, you kind of feel just like a little roughness on your neck. Like you just kind of feel soreness. It's kind of like like a little bit of a headache.
Squally wakes up kind of green. General feeling of unease.
As you guys are all kind of preparing, Kari asks for assistance to get her mithril chain on, and as you guys are all kind of preparing yourselves, you guys noticing Kari, she's just kind of like quiet. She herself is just kind of like getting herself ready and not trying to trying not to draw much attention to herself right now.
Yeah, I'll go help her, but I won't say anything or anything. I'll just help her out.
All right. Once she is all prepped and ready, she looks off into the area with you, Wystera, in the lounge. She looks at everyone and says, okay. So, how's everybody feeling? Everybody good?
I had a really weird dream, but I feel like I slept really well.
I was dreaming all night too.
Huh. All right. Sly, do you mind passing me some of that? And she reaches over for the rations that you're eating right now.
Sly like powers them away.
It's like, okay, it's fine. All right. So who's gonna lead?
Squally just stares at his toes, but it's also kind of like finding things to do or touch.
Even though I'm only a -3 on all of my checks now, I'd still say someone else should probably be the leader.
Seeing no one else do it, and Sly not really wanting Wystera to, because he's kind of on Squally's side with not trusting her. He kind of just shrugs and takes the lead. But he looks back and says, where am I going? I'll go in front, but you guys gotta tell me which way to go.
I'm gonna go to Sly and do like the uppies thing that kids do.
I also still want to hold on to Sly's tail. Sly's
Kari.
just... Sorry.
Oh no, you go. You say.
Sly's just big brother.
So I was gonna hike Eren on top of his shoulders and like give him some tufts of his hair, and says, "Okay, this is gonna be a Ratatouille situation."
Do we know what
Okay.
Ratatouille is?
I'm assuming that
Ratatouille is now
Ratatouille is a
canon.
universal canon, no matter what universe
Oh,
you're
yeah.
in.
I'm certain, even in the early ages of Parelia, like the concept of the
Play us all
Ratatouille
in.
move
Or a
was.
halfling tootie.
You know what? I'm gonna say some lore
Half
here.
a tootie.
Here we go. We're gonna write some fucking lore.
Half a tootie.
So I think
I'm
what
writing that in my
happens is
notes.
like, you know that there's
It's-
elite members of your team. Like I think that what it is it's an initiation for like the youth. Like young orc kids go on top of their large, like full scruffy maned parents and have to guide them through the woods as wargs chase after them. So it's kind of like you guide me or we're both fucking dead.
Oh, I was gonna say it was like the equivalent of a movie in this universe, except instead
play.
of rats and humans, it's like Goliaths and halflings, or like giants and halflings
Oh,
Giants and halflings. Okay, they're the
There's-
originators.
there's
Yeah,
some
I
kind
like
of-
that.
There is a Pixar Studios equivalent in this world, and Sly, it's his guilty pleasure because he doesn't like to admit he has a soft side, but these
Yeah,
Pixar type
Alderwood Studios is having a
Alderwood
Yeah.
Studios hit Sly right where he lives.
Exactly. Yeah. That's yeah, absolutely. Okay. So with that, Sly, I need you to roll a group initiative, and
Okay, and remind me what I add and whatnot.
it's your dex bonus. And I'm gonna grab something. You guys tell me your configuration in the group. I'm gonna grab you guys as minis.
our
Oh,
big-
well, I'm configured
Oof, I got a 9.
right on top of Sly.
So are you guys just the same person?
I'm just gonna fill
One
my
day
water.
I'm gonna put Sly on my shoulders and we're gonna see what happens.
That'll be an exciting day. That's monumental.
It'll be like the scene in Austin Powers when Mini-Me's legs at the bottom.
All right, I'm getting this all laid out here. Got that. Kari's gonna go pull up the rear here. Or not necessarily the rear, but is gonna kind of keep with you, Wystera. How far are you from the front? Just so I know.
I'm at the back.
All right, how far do you want to be at the back? Because distance wise.
Yeah, I've got I'm probably gonna be about 10 feet behind whoever is in the middle.
Sounds good. So if that's the case, we now go into it, a 9 initiative. We're gonna come up. Sly, as you open up the door, leaving the lounge, you peek your head out with Eren on top of you, and you guys see the rug shreds are gone. And the portrait, at least the frame is still there, but the portrait itself is cleared.
Why are
I don't think you heard me there, Sly. The portrait, the painting is cleared, but the frame still is there. So you just see like a wood backing, and the rug is gone. All of its pieces.
Why are the rugs always gone?
I'm taking it as a positive. The rug and the portrait tried to kill us yesterday. At least there aren't new ones.
Maybe we scared it away.
I hope so.
Also, I don't know if you heard, DM, I rolled a 9.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
So with that, now, Sly, of the actions that you can do for your exploration, is there anything that you want to commit to? A reminder here that you have the 2 staircases, one leading upstairs, one leading downstairs, and there's the trapdoor that leads to the elevator hatch.
Which is the way we came in.
You came from downstairs.
And there are all those zombie things in the water there.
Yes.
Do we know what's in that trapdoor elevator hatch thing?
Last thing that you noticed was like it was a box, like it was a giant elevator box that essentially you flew up through through like hundreds of feet in the air and slammed up and then got like sleep gassed. So as far as you know, you open that up, you're gonna go inside of that box.
Is the actual like elevator bit of it still in there?
You
Or
guys
is
can
it
open up
left
the door if
this
you want.
floor?
You guys can open up the door if you want.
We open up the door just to check.
Yeah.
Sure. You open up the door. Nothing. It is just a deep, 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 deep hole down.
Can't say that to me.
Oh, you bastard.
I'm a child. I'm gonna laugh at that.
Literally 5 minutes ago, he looked at me and said uppies. And you expect him not to laugh at you saying deep, 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 deep hole.
Why,
He's doing it again.
You see
He's
a
doing it
deep,
again.
deep hole down. And it is, I'm going to say as well, like you guys are still, actually, Squally, you have your hammer out right now, yes? So you guys, rather than just see full darkness, there is blue bright light emanating in this hallway. And you guys can see a little bit inside of this, like the inside of like the actual shaft here. Like putting down the, seeing as the light goes down through where the trapdoor opens up, it reveals a little bit, but it goes way farther.
Regarding my hammer quickly, is there anywhere my pinwheel can kind of like tuck into my hammer at all? Like, is there like a little strappy or like a little something?
You know what? On the handle of it, yeah, you could have like some kind of leather wrap, so you could kind of like stretch one of them out, and you could stick your little pinwheel to have like it on the pommel.
Perfect. I would like to do that.
Okay.
Personalizing your magical hammer.
I'm just making it known it is indeed mine.
You hear a voice come through your head, Eren. Will you see how they claim this hammer for their own? Oh, it's a dangerous slope, my friend. Dangerous indeed.
I forgot about
It's
the
not my hammer, it's their hammer. I'm saying that out loud, by the way.
Do you mind saying it again?
That's not my hammer, it's their hammer.
Kari just goes, what?
Oh, nothing.
Well,
Okay.
are we going back the way we came? Sly's like looking at the deep, 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 deep hole. And then he looks at the stairs. And then he looks at the upstairs.
Wystera turns to Kari and says, "We should be going up, not down, in a place like this.
Why do you say that?
It's a castle. Where do people keep valuable things in castles?"
But where do people keep dead bodies in castles? Because aren't we
Exactly.
looking for that raven dude?
Yeah, I vote down.
Fine.
Sly gives it one of these and then starts walking down the stairs.
Okay, go ahead and make a survival check. And if Eren, you want to do that ratatouille thing, you can get it with advantage.
I better be
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
getting half a tootied.
That's
That's the
you are.
That's the canonical name for it in this universe.
Appetooty.
Half a tootied.
Sounds awful. I love it.
21.
21. You're able to go down through the steps with a newfound confidence. You all begin to go down feeling much more comfortable. Wystera, you feel that Kari is kind of right along your side here. Twitch has put the scroll back in that charcoal cylinder at this point, tucked that away for you, but Kari is still watching you closely. You guys begin to go down in the area. Just so you know, the light that Squally's hammer has is about 30 feet total, like in a radius. So you guys have 30 feet all around of light. You guys get to the submerged hallway area. You guys see that there's certain areas you can break away, but you know that going down deeper is where you need to go. You go all the way down. Back into where the water is submerged in the hull. Squally, you are going to be having your head just above water, but all of you come through here. Eren, in your, did I hear it right? Half a tootied?
Half
Half a duty.
Yeah.
As you come to this position, it is more useful than you know. As you use Sly grabbing his hair, turning him back and forth, a way to avoid the arcane sigils that will cause the water to gush. You guys pass all the floating hands that you guys have like laid waste to already, passing by the bodies, hearing still there's a banging coming from like a soft coming from one of the dungeon areas. You slip through, going here. And now you guys begin to go into a deeper chamber. Here, Sly, you notice walking not towards you, but kind of around the vicinity, there is a hand floating, limp, about 20 feet from your face. And you just begin to see it floating. It's just a severed hand floating in the air.
Oh, it's in the air. It's not in like the water.
No, you guys can see this is a large chamber expanded here. There are multiple body parts all throughout the water. Like it's all like, this is where that werewolf came through and just tore a bunch of creatures apart. You can see that there is a bunch of scattered torsos, legs, ligaments, limbs, organs floating, bloated. This was kind of the horror that was awaiting you if you came through here. But you just see a bunch of just scattered parts all around. And you see a hand floating.
Is that the only body part that's floating in midair?
Make a perception check.
Ah,
With advantage, I'm helping him more.
14.
That is the only body part you see floating.
I'd like to do a quick wind check.
You do your little wind check and you can feel this area is dense with howls and screams of anguish and pain.
Hmm.
This
The best.
space is dense with immense expressions of trauma. It's not as focused as the Hall of Bones, but it is echoes of cries.
Okay.
Are there any like complete bodies? Like any kind of thing that basically I'm looking for anything that could come like reanimate and attack us.
You're gonna have to make a medicine check.
Like I just don't see any, not to see if there's like, is it only severed limbs or is there something more complete here?
Oh, you're seeing a lot of like creatures that have like, you're seeing a lot of these like bloated like corpses floating through here. They're varying parts of it. Like there's some that have like their arms attached to their torso and their jaws missing. You can see
Okay,
some that are
okay.
just like floating as half a body. Yeah, you
Okay.
see kind of a mishmash of a lot of different stuff. You can investigate the whole area if you want to see exactly what you're dealing with here.
I don't think Sly's thinking that far ahead.
Does it look like they were just like killed and left here, or does it look like they were like experimented on or anything like that? Or
That I'm gonna need a medicine. You can make a medicine check, you can make an investigation check, or if you really want to try to see if any sophistication happened, you can make an arcana check.
let's see what I got here. It was medicine, arcana,
Or investigation.
or investigation.
And
Okay.
someone can give you the help action if you want it.
It'll be 12 medicine.
Sly's okay. I was gonna say Sly's helping him. If you want
Sure.
advantage.
I rolled the exact same thing.
You look through this room full of chains and hooks. You can see that off in the corner there's a split table. It seems to be submerged in the water where it would be like a rack, basically. Spikes and spines all over. This is a place that was like you can see in the back corner, there's a rusted Iron Maiden off in the corner. This was a place for torture. And one of the things that terrifies you is that you look to the side, there's a spot where the wall kind of stands up. And the wall of this area kind of gets a little bit higher. I think it's about like 10, 12 feet above. And the reason for that is because can't see it presently, but you could have swore that there was like some kind of railing above and something beyond there. You could see it. You did a medicine check. Looking at these bodies, a lot of them are bloated from the water. Their skin is rotted and decayed. It seems as if these individuals, whoever they once were, may have been subjected to some things, but because the bodies have been torn by the creature that came through here, you're not 100% certain if they were the result of, experimentation. And as you inspect closer, when one of them opens their eyes at you and goes immediately at your face, you discover that these things were set to wait for you. You guys have top of the initiative as all of a sudden 4 of these creatures begin to move and shift with half their bodies mixed. And here's the thing. You guys recognize as some of them begin to awaken that that kind of like bluish black smoke coming from them. You guys recognize these are the same kinds of creatures that fought you day 1 inside the house.
Oh, are they in the water?
Yes, they are in the water. You guys have top of the initiative.
I would like. Do I have both elements that I need? Do I feel wind and water?
Yes, you do.
I'd like to do that thing then where I'm going to try to freeze some of the water, but I'm also going to try to summon an ice me feet.
Okay. For your action, you feel yourself, Squally. Take a big inhale of these echoes of pain. You feel them fester inside of yourself, and you give them a voice. You give them a channel. What is the word you say to release them?
Oh, I didn't think of a word for that yet. Wait. Ooh. I'm gonna say verglass.
Verglass?
Verglass.
Verglass. as you utter this silvery word, you guys see as the moisture in the air begins to swirl in small little tornadoes as the moisture mixes with cool air, as 3 ice beings emerge into the air and immediately take shape and form. They are going to, in this moment, now you can roll for them, Kylah, if you would like to make any form of like attack actions. I will also let you know, I'm going to find these beautiful things. Let me see where they're at with my cards. Where are you? Oh, I didn't have them right here. That sucks. Good thing I brought my monster manual like a responsible adult. Okay. So, Squally. You can have them make an attack, like each of them has like 1 attack action. There's 3 of them. Or you can have all of them make a like you can choose, they can make a frost breath attack, like a frost breath action.
I want at least one of them to make a frostbite on the water specifically to try and
Okay.
like freeze the undead at least. But then the
Okay.
other 2 make an attack.
Sure. Go ahead and roll those first 2 attacks with, I'll say, advantage, and then I will roll a DC for frost breath.
Okay, first, is there any bonus? Attack bonus? Or just
For the they get a +3, so roll with advantage on these ones. Yeah, and add
it's
+3.
17 for the first attack?
That hits.
Ooh, and a nat 20 for the second.
Okay, so go ahead. For the first one that hits, roll 1d4, and then roll another d4 after. Let me know what you got on the first one.
First one is 3. Second one is 3.
Okay, you see as this creature lashes out a claw, it scrapes across one of the creatures, and it begins to it feels itself that's slashing. I just need to see what happens here. Yeah, I get to roll on this. You see as this creature comes over to one of the individuals, it slices across under its arm, and as the ice comes across on its rotted flesh, it sends one of the arms flying off of this creature. Go ahead and make. Oh, and the other one got a nat 20.
Yes.
Sure. Go ahead and roll 2d4 and then another 2d4.
Four, both combined,
Yeah.
and 5.
Oh my gosh. You have this creature then, like both of these creatures go towards one of the zombies that is inside of the water, takes off the arm, and the other one just takes it, goes into its face, and just rips its like decayed face off to the point where then ice shards just begin to grow out from where its skull was. The ice breath, one of okay, they both succeed. Go ahead and roll 2d4 for the frost breath.
Six.
Okay, that's 3 points of damage here. There's 2 zombies in one section, and they the breath is not strong enough to freeze this water completely. Gets like kind of maybe like a little bit of thin layer of just kind of like that, you know, like ice when you put in the freezer for like 30 minutes, but it's not enough to cause them to actually break out, and they just kind of shift and break and move. Who else is going?
DM, how many creatures are there?
There are 3 left.
I mean, I'm going wherever Sly goes
Yeah.
because I'm on his shoulder.
I'm gonna run up to the nearest one, draw my sword and dagger, and kind of thing.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make
Yeah.
your attacks.
Cool. I don't know if you got my text, but I purchased the dual wielder feat.
I did see that.
You see it? Okay, sweet. Cool. So I'm gonna start my attack with my bastard sword. It's trying to like cleave its head.
Wow.
That's a 21.
That hits.
Cool.
I just came in here.
Sly wielding a bastard
That's
sword in one hand and a silver
10
Rambo
damage.
dagger in the other. 10?
10 damage with the sword first. And then I'm coming in. So like I cleave down with the sword, and then I'm coming into the gut with the dagger.
You got it. This is with advantage, by the way,
I get advantage?
because they're prone. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's 16.
Yeah, that hits as well.
Okay. Ew, that's only 1 damage. Disappointing.
You rolled 10 and then 3, and there's 1. Okay. But wait a minute.
So
You
that's, so I get a bonus. No, so for dual wielder, I get a bonus attack with a second weapon I have, and I still have extra attack. So I don't know. Do I get a bonus
You
action?
do the
attack?
extra attack first, and then as the bonus attack, you do that third. So you get to do, you still do that whole thing.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna.
If you want to make your extra attack with the magic sword, you can do that, and then the small attack can do that. We can do that order if you want.
Okay, I'll do an extra attack with the bastard sword then.
Sure, make that attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stab. The reason that this frost thing does not hold it down, Squally, it has nothing to do with your creature. Sly just stabbed and broke the ice immediately. Stabbed this creature in the side of the head with his dagger and picks it up. Go ahead and make that other attack with advantage.
Bad kitty.
22.
Oh, that hits.
And 9.
As you stab the silver dagger up and pull this creature by like its head and its torso out, it's like you just ram it through with your bastard sword, sever its head off, and it just falls into the water. Eren, that's your go.
Sick.
Yeah, I point at Sly and say, just take me over to that one. And
I like
whichever one's closest.
You got
Sick.
it. Go ahead
And
and
I
make your
start
attack.
swinging.
Hayden, I don't want to tell you how to play your character, but I think it would be really funny if you bought the mounted combatant feat, and then we just like charged in
And
the
you're my
battle.
mount?
Yeah.
No, Rufus is my mount.
Either way,
Oh, right, Rufus. God damn it. I keep forgetting Rufus.
you bastard.
He's not here.
Where is he?
We
Good
left
point.
him at the Wizard of Wines.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, you didn't. He's with you guys. He was with you at the dinner.
He was at the dinner.
That's
BRB.
true.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit. I should be riding Rufus.
I'll say for the sake of it, Rufus is like paddling in the water. Yeah.
Okay, well, either way, my first attack was 19.
19, that hits. Jeez, I gotta remember pets now. God damn it.
It's oh wait, that was the wrong die. 6 damage on the first one.
Go ahead and make a second attack.
22,
That hits.
12 damage.
12?
12.
You slam it, and then as you pull it back up, it like jettisons itself up with the water, and then you slam it again and bury your warhammer into its chest.
Nice.
All right, Wystera and Kari, it's you guys' turn.
Can I tell whether that one that's just been hammered is actually dead or just down?
Oh, it's fully dead. There is
Okay.
only one
left.
more creature remaining. Yes.
All right, I'll take a shot at it with my crossbow.
Alrighty, go ahead and make that attack with disadvantage
Okie doke.
because it is prone. I did have the card.
Prune.
Yeah.
16.
Initially, you'll
16 hits.
do the. Sorry.
So I threw two 16s in a row, so I'll take it.
Get it.
7 damage.
Yep.
Very nice. Kari's gonna come in here. She hits. There's a echo.
What?
There's
What?
an echo on my end. I'm hearing something.
Pardon? Sorry.
Pardon? What? Kari comes in with her short sword as you hit it with the crossbow bolt, and she stabs into the creature's neck and snaps it off, causing the creature to die. All the smoke from these creatures fills the chamber, and they are no more. You guys begin to see the hand that is floating still. You see that as this happens, another arm gets picked up and starts floating and get carried off, like kind of off in another distance area, or gets to be carried off, moving away.
Sorry, technical difficulties for a second there.
Okay, I'm going to put a spotlight on you this time because I forgot to do that last time. Okay.
Sly's kind of not thinking, and he just starts walking over to where those hands are going because he wants to kill the thing that's floating.
You got it. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
First with the sword.
Okay.
That's probably on this. That's an 8.
An 8. You swing, and you see that the hands just kind of move upwards, like
Okay.
over your blade.
He tries with
Maybe we should follow it.
Sly, like,
I just
before
hit
he can
Sly on top of
swing.
that and go, stop swinging at the hands.
When Eren taps him on the head, Sly can't. His arms start moving in different weird directions. So he puts his stuff away. He puts his weapons away.
Can I grab the crossbow bolt back, Liam?
Yes, you can.
Okay, thank
As you move away, you see the hands immediately start to float off, coming from the direction you guys came from, and begins to, or not even in the direction that, they begin to float off in the direction you came from, and you actually see that the hands drop, fall in the water, and then like a current, like a small stream begins to go off in the direction you guys came from in the water.
Do they look like the hands that attacked us the last time?
These are more bloated. So these look like hands that were kind of like in the water before. So they look like hands that when they belong to these creatures.
Okay,
The
so it
zombies
didn't
that
look
were
like
in
those random hands that like attacked us in the cell.
No.
Okay.
Can my Mephits follow?
Yeah, they can follow that thing in that area. Absolutely.
Cool.
So
they just gotta begin
we're
following.
going after this?
Yeah. Maybe we'll find a body in the process.
I'm gonna say,
Sly starts following slow current.
yes, Sly, you're gonna make you can choose. You can make a perception check with disadvantage or a survival check with disadvantage.
Can I make it straight
Yes, you can.
by helping? Okay.
Okay, I'll go survival. 17.
17. You are able to clock this creature. Okay. You clock this thing, whatever it is, goes up the stairs that you guys came from. You begin to go upwards. It begins to move, going down through the hallway that you guys had all begin to come down through. And you stop Sly because you see that you're going down a single hallway. And down the single hallway, you recognize this hallway as the one where that trap was. Now you begin to see that there's wet footprints, but it's kind of like a little dripping across the way. But you know at this moment that you would have to separate as a group just across this area.
I don't know if I trust us getting separated in this place again.
I mean, Kari and Wystera might have some success going another way if we do split up, but I feel we should only do 2 groups at best. But I look at Kari to see how she feels about the thought of me saying her and Wystera together.
Wystera rolls her eyes.
Kari looks at you guys and says, well, do you guys want to go handle that dead body and then we can go do this whole up situation or whatever it is?
Look to Wystera now.
It's an idea.
Well, is it an idea you want to pursue or not?
Yes.
Okay,
What
you guys
what
can handle it. Then we'll go off and find out whatever this is, and you guys can go downstairs. I trust you guys are okay.
do you think we're okay? I look at Sly.
I'm just scratching
Cool.
Sly behind the ear.
Rufus looks very jealous.
Rufus, I'm sorry.
Can I scratch Rufus behind the ear?
You don't have to make an animal handling check for that.
Do I have to make an animal handling check? Or at me?
I'm not an animal.
So if that's the case, Kari
Yes,
and
I can
Wystera, you guys are going to be going off in one section of the castle, and you guys are going to keep going down. Because of that, Wystera, you want to take the lead?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll an initiative check.
6.
All right. And roll a survival check. Kari's not helping you.
Oh, bitch.
6.
Oh, okay. All right. The rest of you guys are going back downstairs?
You sure are.
Alrighty. You guys begin to go back downstairs. Okay. I'm gonna say you guys go back to that area here. We'll come back to you all in a moment.
Can I ask a quick question though?
Yeah, I'll give you a quick answer.
Are my Mephits each distinguishable by themselves, or are they all like the same?
All of them are kind of the same, but I would say that just for the sake of cosmetic kind of thing, do you want to make them look a little different?
I want to name them.
Sure. I'm going to say each of them is going to take on a very ghastly appearance, but you give me a name and I'll tell you what it looks like.
Okay, I'll do
Todd.
that. I'm gonna come up with some names. You go out. I'm gonna think of some stuff.
Craig.
Craig.
And they're following Wystera.
Todd, Craig, and Steven.
I guess those are their names. That's it.
What are they?
Todd, Craig, and Steven.
Todd, Craig, and Steven. Okay, they're following Wystera and Kari?
Yeah.
Okay, so Todd has sunken eyes, basically. Like just like this like this individual that is like strikingly just like in complete horror. Craig, it just fully has his entrails hanging out of him, like ice entrails floating in the air.
Classic Craig.
So Craig.
That's so him. Oh my gosh.
And Steven is the one who was able to rake off the arm. Steven's got like fingers, like knives for fingers, basically.
Oh, Steven Scissor.
Steven Caesar. Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right, they're going that way. You guys go down back into the torture chamber. Okay.
Actually, can I keep Craig? I'm worried about Craig.
We're all worried
Everybody's
about Craig.
about Craig.
None of us
Todd
want
can go
it.
with them, but Craig can stay.
We're all
Craig
in
looks
silent
nervous.
agreement. We're all in silent agreement
Speaking in a
about
language
Craig.
that you can understand, like Squally, because again, you hear the tortured screams like, "Ah, what's wrong with me? What have you on me?"
Well, sorry, I had no idea what you just said, but can you can you translate?
It was great, Liam, but no idea.
What's the problem with me? What's so wrong with me?
Nothing's wrong with you. I just want you here, you know, you're special to me.
Oh, I'm
Wow.
the special one. You see, Craig just floats off.
Relax.
You see Steven just go, Jesus, Craig.
Oh.
Steven and Todd give a sigh of relief that that guy's gone.
Craig's
Yeah.
a little
Todd
bit
sunk
needy,
in
I
eyes.
think.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
The fact that I'm also speaking to them in Orin is hilarious because no one else can understand. So
Yeah,
it's
you guys just hear howling
No.
moans come from these creatures. Like all of them are just ghastly fearful.
Like that episode of
And then-
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over at
That's
like
Italian.
Ahoy, mignoy.
I'll look over at Sly and Padon and just be like, ah, me feet. Keep walking.
Craig, am I right?
Craig.
You guys begin to go down.
Sly looks up to Eren sitting on his shoulders and goes, "What a weirdo!" And then lets Eren guide him by pulling his hair.
As I'm scratching behind his ear still.
I am not an animal.
Hey, Wystera, you're leading this party. I'm going to tell you what you see before you in this hallway. You are back in the hallway that you had first been led down to by Cyrus. Here, you can see in front of you, there are 3 sets of doors. There's one to your far left, one right in front of you, and another one to your far right. You see to your left side 2 sets of double door, or a set of double doors. These doors send you into the Hall of Bones. There is the door behind you that leads to the staircase you all just came from. And then there is a staircase leading upwards, as well as kind of this like set of barred area off to the side that you can see has like these large barrels.
Oh, you're trying to tempt me with those barrels, you DM you. Stairs up. I look at Kari and I head straight up the stairs.
Okay. You begin to go up the stairs.
Fuck those barrels.
As you ascend the stairs, you begin to come to a space that, unlike much of what you have experienced before right now, as you get up into this area, this space looks a little bit better kept. This looks like a space, if I may just, yes. So what you see here is a little bit of faint dim light as you ascend the staircase. As you bring up here, you can see that the whole area is, it's a small little room, but to the side, there is a, where is it? Yes. You can see that there is a heavy table in the center of this room. There's 2 candles lit up on it. There's a book that lies up open on the desk. And you can see that there is also an inkwell and a quill there. And then there are more doors that begin to open up. There's a door that opens to your right, and then one straight ahead of you.
Did you say there was writing paper as well as a quill?
It's a book. There's an actual book there.
I'm going to walk over the table, take one of my crossbow bolts, and open the book. with the crossbow bolt, so I'm not actually touching it. I just want to see what happens.
It's already open.
Oh, sorry. Then I won't do that. I'll take a look at the open book.
On the book, you can see that the candles like lit up here as you can hear the rain outside. You see simply written on the top, it says, please register for your own convenience and that of your next of kin. And you can see that there are old, unintelligible, unlegible pieces of cursive and writing in here. You can't really make out the names. But there seems to be spots available.
I actually giggle at it. Because this is I haven't seen this before, but this is such a thing that I think I would recognize, this sort of way of talking. Kari, should we sign our names?
You can feel free to do that if you want to. I myself am just here to find out what it is that you know. What is it that you want to find upstairs?
I am looking for a way to defeat Strahd. And if we are going to do that, I imagine the answers are higher up in this castle.
Do you think that we're not trying to do the same thing?
Yes.
Then why don't you just work with us to be able to work to the same goal here? Like, why are you saying that you're the one who needs to find out this whole how to beat Strahd thing?
I simply answered your question. I think it's just a smarter thing to not have all of us doing exactly the same thing. Whatever is in this castle would love to have all of us together. I simply think we are safer in groups.
We're safer in groups. Do you feel safe right now? With me here?
Yes. But I'm also used to this sort of bullshit. This darkness.
I'm sure you are. Kari kind of like bumps something on the desk, and you just like by accident moving, and you hear a ding, 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 ding. This off tone figure on the side. You can see off on the edge of it that there's like kind of this cracked like doll that's kind of dancing off on the this little mechanism. And it is spinning, but it is like kind of catching itself and clicking, setting an off-tone key with this music.
I think you're right, Kari. I think we should get out of here before that doll does something to us. Pick a door.
Kari goes over to one of the doors and she's like, how about this one? And she opens it and you see it leads outside into a courtyard. She's like, I saw this spot when I was like coming through before with our blindfolds. This leads right outside of the castle. You want to basically come here. We found a way out. Congratulations. You gave us an exit.
And the other door?
She closes it. Goes. She opens up another door, leads to another room, another set of stairs that lead upwards. We'll come back to you in a moment. Now, the rest of you coming back into the torture chamber area, you guys can see that there is kind of this like little balcony space up above where the floor is elevated. Rufus is paddling. Sly, currently you are in this deep bit of water with your two allies right now who are just kind of keeping their heads above water here.
How deep is the water on me?
Presently, in this height, it is about 3 feet deep.
Okay. So Squally's still like his head's above water, right?
Yeah, just like this.
Okay. Yeah, just keep trucking along, I guess.
Okay. You're gonna have to clear the actual space, so you can start hoisting people up to get out of here, if you want. Because right now it looks, unless you want to start searching and looking for other places to go potentially.
So it's like the path we were gonna go on, it's just like this little like fence, or what's in the way of it?
So you're in a massive chamber right now.
Mhm.
But then there's an elevated portion of like an actual balcony that you can go
Oh,
up
okay.
onto. That balcony is seemingly the only other thing here, unless you want to start searching the actual room to see if you can find more.
Okay. Well, are we? Who wants to go up first?
I guess I can go up with my hammer.
All right. Sly kind of reaches down. Or wait, it's probably gonna be easier if I take off Eren from my shoulders and then bend down to pick you up. So Sly just says, "Okay, Eren," and then he like hoists him up.
Okay. Go ahead and make well, actually no. It's not going to be that hard. If you hoist up Eren, you could easily jump up and get up onto the balcony here. All right.
Yeah, if that works.
You go up, and what you see here confirms what kind of makes this really horrifying. You can see that there are 2 thrones here looking up over the whole chamber. And they sit in front of a large red curtain. It appears that this is an observation balcony.
Ugh.
You also see 2 individuals sitting in the thrones with their hands missing.
Ugh. I don't like that.
Kind of gross.
Anything that you do here, Eren?
Sly just kind of hollers
I'm
up. He's
gonna
like,
relay
Am I
that
bringing it
down.
everyone else?
I'm just gonna make sure that I tell Squally and Sly that I see that this is like an observation deck. And that there's 2 people here with missing hands in the thrones.
And Sly, do you begin to put everybody else up?
I was starting to pick Squally up to put him up, and then at that I kind of like hesitate, and I'm like, "Do you still want to go up?"
Maybe not.
I just bring Squally back down.
You
slowly.
hear Craig go, "What's happening? What's going on?
Frank, it's okay. Just
I don't feel okay.
chill for now.
Ah,
No pun intended.
what? What are you talking? Oh, I get it. Because I'm frozen, aren't I? Oh, I hate it.
God, Craig, stop.
And all we hear is just.
You just kind of hear that
Cringe
shit.
sounds.
Like, Squally's essentially manifested horrifying screams into being. It's essentially what's happened.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know they would be such a headache.
Manifest. Okay, so now is there anything else that's like I'm yelling
Can
at the
I-
air now? I'm like, is there anything of like value or like any cool
Yeah,
stuff
can
up
I-
there?
I like look around up here and see what's like.
Sure. Yeah. Looking around the space, you only really see the chairs and the here you can see some like old goblets, and you just see the big red curtain right there.
There's a curtain like behind them.
That's behind the thrones.
I'm just gonna like move the curtain just a little bit.
Move the
And try
curtain
to peek
just a
through.
little bit, and you see right behind it is a door.
Okay, there's a door back here.
Oh,
I think we should probably go through it.
send me up.
I probably don't want to go alone.
Okay, we're coming up. So I hoist Squally up and then bring
Rufus
myself up.
kind of, as you put up
Oh, and
Squally,
Rufus too.
Rufus is like paddling and just grabs onto you.
Before I like hoist Rufus up, I like cradle him and like scratch his belly. I'm like, who's a good boy? And then I put him up.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh, frick.
I was gonna see who's the alpha here.
What? 12.
You rub Rufus's belly, and you don't really get a oh yeah, this kind of thing. You feel Rufus like take that, and as you hoist him up, he kind of puts a paw on your face to get up higher. He goes, "Oh."
Yes, I am the best boy.
It feels as if Rufus has established who the alpha is in this relationship.
I give Rufus a belly rub and go, who's a good boy? And his response is, I'm a good man.
Rufus is hoisted, and Eren, you see as he comes up, he's like, and just kind of like, kind of goes and looks up to you, kind of thing. You guys help up
the old shaky
yeah.
face.
Make sure the
You
dog's
guys-
dogging.
You guys help Sly up, and as Sly comes up, Rufus just kind of sits confidently, staring at Sly as he comes up.
Yeah.
What did I do
Like,
to deserve this?
are you the good boy, Sly?
I just say, so like behind these creepy handless people and behind the curtain, there's a door there.
Let's go through it.
Okay, we should probably make sure it's not trapped before we go through it. Because weird hidden door seems like maybe trapped.
Fair enough.
Maybe. I guess that makes sense.
Weird hidden door behind two thrones seems even more maybe trapped.
Craig. Do you want to go first?
Why? Why do you want me to go first?
I just think you're brave.
What is so brave about me?
Try it out. Check for a trap, maybe, just in case.
Check for a trap? I'm brave, so I can just look for traps. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Make a persuasion check.
Bummer.
We should have brought Todd.
19.
19.
Not even. Sorry, that's dirty. 1 second. Do I have any charisma? No, I don't think I do. Yeah, sorry. So 19.
Hey, you see Craig just kind of turns on himself. It's like, is that what it means to be brave? Am I brave? Am I the brave one in the group? I must be. I've suffered so much. That's so brave of me. Okay, everyone, get back! And he goes up to the door and just like flings it open. And just like as he goes in through the door, you guys see opening in front of you, there is a room that is about 30-foot square. And you can see that it's got a 20-foot high ceiling. In the center, there is a large stone brazier that burns with a white fire. And around it, there are 7 cups that are positioned almost like equidistant from each other around its whole diameter. To the side, you guys can see that there are these 2 massive iron statues. 2 knights on horseback holding lances. And as you guys kind of come into this space, you also see hanging up overhead above the actual brazier, there is an hourglass with the sand all fixed in the top half of it. It's not descending, and it's held up by these massive iron chains. There is some text on the bottom of the actual hourglass, like onto its bottom face. But you also see before you 3 doors. One to your guys' left, one in the center, one on the right. You guys can approach the brazier if you want.
Do ice meat like any treats or any?
They are wind. They are made completely out of air. They are elemental beings. You are more than welcome to experiment on what it is that Craig might like for sustenance.
For now. Good job, Craig. Well done.
I feel so brave. There's balls inside of these cups. This fire isn't melting me either. Like, he's just sitting above the brazier because he rushed in so fast. I can absorb fire. I am powerful. I am brave.
Can I look closer at that?
Have we given
Why is it-
Craig a god complex?
I was gonna say, I think Craig's having a weird like heel turn moment here.
Why isn't that fire melting him though? It should melt him.
Can I go up to the fire? Is the fire hot?
You go up to the fire. It is not hot. And when you get up to the fire, you can see that there
Fire's
are
not hot.
there's 7 different colored.
You're not special, Craig. The fire's just cold.
What? What do you mean?
Shh, don't tell him. He can't hear you. He doesn't speak your language.
I was gonna say Craig can't understand
That's
that.
right. I don't understand what you're saying. Do not bow before me, you weak, small mortal. Like, you just begin to
Bow
hear it.
before
I'll go to
Craig.
Sly and I'll be like, he says he likes your fur. Oh,
Yes, these mortals, they can come up to this fire. Look what I've done. I've disenchanted the flame. Oh, they can approach it because I am so powerful.
We're gonna have to kill Craig.
okay, Craig.
Approaching the fire, you notice
I just go like this. Ooh.
Yeah. I will go in deeper into this bit. Do not try me. There are 7 different colored balls or stones inside of each of these cups. There is a violet one, an orange one, a red one, or basically it's all the colors of the rainbow, including having indigo as well.
Roy G. Bibb.
Yeah, Roy G. Bibb. You guys notice underneath, nothing really kind of like permeates throughout the actual rest of the brazier. However, you do see writing underneath the hourglass. And this is what it says. Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green is where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb.
Ooh, that's exciting. Guys, I think this is to travel around the castle.
I think it is too. The one that caught my eye there was the green is supposed to go to coffins. That seems like maybe bodies, like where we would find.
I think so.
Sorry, DM, can you say that again?
Yes,
on.
in my
Give
same
me-
tone.
You know
Read
what?
it in
I like-
Craig's voice.
Okay, I'm gonna read it in Craig's voice. Craig reads it. This is in the common ethereal tones, like gluing blue text. And Craig looks up and says, "Ah, yes, sacred text only I can discern. Let me read it for you. Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green is where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb." Ah!
Sorry, one was to the master's room and one's to the master's tomb.
Yes, the master's tomb, sorry, was yellow. Damn it, Craig, get it together. Blue is to
Blue
the
is
ancient magic's womb.
Oh.
Blue womb is what I wrote. I still think green sounds like the right one if we're trying to go.
I think we should go to green for sure.
So it says we're supposed to cast one into just throw it into the fire.
I assume as much.
Well, let's try it. I'm gonna grab the
No,
green one and throw it.
whoa. Do we know how to get back here in order to get more of these like little stones? Or do we take a bunch with us?
I
But that
imagine
wait,
each place would have something similar, maybe.
Eren already threw the stone in the fire.
oh okay.
Oh,
The green stone in, as you throw the green stone, it causes the flame, the white flame inside, to turn a vibrant green. You begin to see, in that instant, sand in the hourglass begins to fall.
Okay.
The sand begins to rush in the hourglass as it begins to slowly begin to fill on the bottom.
I'm just watching the hourglass.
Slide is kind of like stands there and isn't sure what to do.
I don't think it worked. Or we're just supposed to wait.
The sand continues to fall and fall. You guys do anything?
Slide
Uh,
really
wait.
holds on to Eren saying it didn't work, and he throws another green stone in.
no.
There is no other green stone.
What?
Oh, there's just one?
Damn.
No, let's wait. Maybe
Hourglass is about halfway filled.
when the sand is
just-
all the way down, maybe it'll move us.
Okay.
The hourglass fills the entire bottom, and as it does, all the sand magically reappears to the top of the hourglass, and the light goes back to green, or goes back to white, and this green stone reappears.
What the fuck?
Did it
I go
work?
and open
Do we?
one of the doors.
Oh yeah, do you want the door on the left, the door on the
the
center,
the
door on the
middle
right?
one.
Okay. You open up the door in the center, and you see that there is a set of stairs that begin to lead straight upwards.
That wasn't there before.
Yeah,
We didn't open the doors, did we?
3 doors. You guys did not open any of
Yeah.
the doors.
Shit.
Yeah, I want to open the door that we came through.
That door is already open. That one is by the red curtain.
So we're in the same spot. Okay.
Can I peek through the curtain? Just see if it's the
Sure.
same thing.
You peek through the curtain, you see the 2 thrones, and you see the torture chamber.
We're in the same place.
Well, that's a
But
shame.
did the doors change?
I open all the doors, and then I
Mhm.
throw the green one
didn't-
in again.
No, we
You open all 3 doors, all of them leading to 3 different sets of staircases.
no, with that.
You throw the green. You throw the green stone in. You see as the light turns from white to green, and immediately the flames just begin to change, and the hourglass begins to have the sand drop.
But
I'm
if
looking at the doors. Is anything happening?
Nothing is happening with the
but
doors
if they
right now.
changed from the last time we threw a stone, we'd be in the green setting, so we wouldn't notice a change if you threw a green stone
Are we in
again.
the right spot already?
Oh no, we should have opened the doors first. I may have rushed this.
Do we want to try a
Does the
different?
green stone come back?
No, the fire is still burning. The hourglass is still going.
How long is this hourglass going
And
for?
I'm just standing there looking
About
like an
25
asshole.
seconds.
Sly starts shaking the hourglass to see if it goes faster.
Do you want to shake the hourglass?
Like
God.
gently.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Sly's like,
Gently.
I
The
must.
Knocking the
second
top
that
of it.
you jump onto this hourglass,
Whoa! Who said
you
jumping
jump
on?
onto it.
Who said that?
You said you want to shake it. It's
I
10
said
feet
I'm
above the
gently
air.
nudging it. I
No,
did not
you're
say
going
I'm
up to touch this
jumping-
hourglass.
I
You
did
gotta
not
jump
say
up on
that.
it.
I did not say that.
Yeah, it's up in the air. You jump onto the
DM.
hourglass. Do you want to touch the hourglass or not, Sly?
DM, you are putting words into my mouth.
Okay, what are you doing?
Sly's going. What furniture is nearby in this room?
There's the brazier in the center. There's the hourglass, and then there's the 2 alcoves with these. There's no furniture in here except for this, except for the brazier and the hourglass.
So there's nothing I can stand on to nudge it. Okay.
No. You touching the hourglass?
Well, from the way you explained it before, I think not.
Jumping up on the
I'm gonna give
hourglass.
you 5 seconds as this hourglass begins to
No.
descend all the way. You gonna touch it?
No,
Okay,
no,
So-
no.
cool. So the sand rushes down at the bottom of the glass, and the flame goes from green to white again. Craig is looking at you. It's like, what's going on?
We must be in the tombs. That is
But
the
which doors? The tombs.
Are all the sets of stairs going the same way, like up, or are they?
2 are going up. The other one seems to go up, but it is in a spiral.
Ooh, I'm a sucker for a spiral staircase.
That
Could
one
we
is the
throw a different one in and see if anything changes?
Violet was for Mountain Peak. What was it? Mountain. what?
Violet is the spire of the castle, I think. Orange
No,
is
orange
the
is
peak.
Castle's Peak.
what if we can't get back?
Wait. Blue's Magic's
Get back to
Bloom.
what?
Eyes, Indigo's Master's Bride.
Like
Orange
Wystera and
Castle.
Kari get back? I guess that's like, do we know where we are? Do we know if we can come? I don't know. There's a lot going on. I got excited and started throwing stuff. What should we do?
We can try another one, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get back. Eh.
What do we want to try?
Maybe the
Does
master.
anyone have a color? His tomb?
Hmm,
So the yellow?
maybe
But I have a feeling that's going to take us like right to Strahd,
he
He'd
might
be
not
okay.
be back.
and that's kind of spooky to me.
That's fair.
I don't want to deal with his stupid head games right now.
Violet takes us to the spire.
The
Orange takes
mountain
us to
spire.
the peak. Violet. Oh, I wrote Violet Spire, Orange Peak.
I wrote Violet. All I had time to write because Craig was speed reading that was Violet Mountain, and then orange I put Castle P.
Yeah, orange is the peak of the castle, or peak of some, and violet's was the spire of something.
Mountain Spire.
And then indigo was the
Master's
bride.
Bride.
Blue was the womb.
Green
Yellow was the
Coffins.
tomb. Green
Yellow.
was the coffins. Red was the some kind of lore.
All I have is lore written
Yeah.
down.
What does red say, DM?
It was
Red.
it was like untold lore or something like that.
Red is lore if lore is what you seek.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that one just to be safe, that we don't leave too far. I truly don't know. Or we could just start.
I just grab the red one and look at them.
Maybe
Okay,
we should just
each of us
explore.
memorize a door. Look, I'm taking the middle door. I'm memorizing that staircase.
Okay, I'll look at the left one.
But if it's lore, it's not going to change the space.
We don't know that. We don't know what's happening.
Okay.
I put it over the fire slowly.
I go and I
Just
close
look
all
at
three
them.
doors.
I don't drop it. I'm just looking at them.
I close the doors and I nod to Eren like enthusiastically because I just want to see what's gonna happen.
I drop it.
You drop it, your hand is above
red
the
one.
fire, and you drop it, and you see the flame turn from white to red.
Does the hourglass go again?
And it begins to fall, yes.
Okay, I'm just slowly watching. I'm just watching the sand fall.
As the sand fills the base, nothing happens at either door. And the sand reappears at the very top.
I don't understand this.
Wait, the hourglass is done. I quickly open all the doors and see if there's any change.
Nothing.
Motherfucker.
I go back to the curtain again and peek my head out.
Nothing. Just a chamber of torture and, well. I need Squally, I need you to roll a d20 for me, please.
Oh no.
What if I don't want to?
Then I'll roll it. I'll roll 2. What'd you roll?
14.
Okay. You guys gonna keep doing anything in this room?
What if we just
Don't
block
know.
every creative decision you try to
What
do?
if we throw all
All
of the
of them.
stones in at once?
I was just gonna. Okay, I think we just pick one of these doors and
and
go.
just go through it?
This obviously isn't working, or
We do
maybe
the spiral one.
something
Yeah.
that we haven't figured out here.
Craig,
Sure.
Craig utters to you, Squally, as you just begin to like walk away. See, I've mastered flame. I'm mastering this flame. I am the master of my true destiny. I am truly one of the
Oh,
strongest
Craig.
ones here.
Craig, don't fall into the flames, please. Any other flame you might melt, and I don't want that.
Craig looks at you and says, "What? What do you mean? I've mastered this fire." He goes over to one of the stones. He's just going to pick a random one.
Craig!
He immediately grabs, which color did I just
Like you
roll?
bastard.
Craig, no.
He grabs the indigo one. It's like,
Bad
I am the
Craig.
master of my destiny. He throws it into the fire, and you just see Craig rush into the fire, and he disappears.
Damn it, Craig. Oh, you have
It's
to
a-
go in the fire.
To go in the fire.
The hourglass begins to slowly run down as the purple. As
Craig
the,
is a
indigo
goddamn
fire-
genius.
Craig, where did it go? What color did you pick? Yellow?
What color is the
Indigo.
fire?
Indigo.
Craig's going to the bride.
Went to the bride?
Craig's going to fuck.
Okay, should we go and get Craig, or do we go?
Fuck Craig.
No, Craig sucks.
Okay, but
Eren's just patiently sitting in front of the.
he could
The
have.
hourglass fills, the color of the fire changes back to white, and the thing.
Wait,
I
what
throw
color
the
did
green
you-
one in and dive in the fire.
Craig is gone, but we have to dive in at the same time.
Okay,
No,
Eren chucks
think
it
we-
in and jumps inside as it changes. Eren's
it's still
gone.
green, right? It's still
It's
green,
still
right?
green.
I
Yep,
shoved
green.
Squally into the fire.
Sly goes in, but you see that as Sly goes to move, immediately Rufus makes a big deal of it and goes in before you do. And then you go in.
Sly, did you say you threw me in or you just jumped in?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah.
threw you in because you were all like, I don't know.
Okay. You guys get chucked inside of the fire. You guys go and then reemerge. As you enter in, you guys show up. You guys show up. I know exactly where you show up. You
Wait,
guys
wait, what?
emerge immediately in a space you guys are familiar with. And you guys see coffins all around you. You guys can see coffins stacked all around you, shifted up. But you also see a few coffins being moved around, like by people. You see red cloaked individuals with their hoods up, moving these coffins, sweating from their brows. You look and you identify some of these people. These are people from Valaki. And this room, this is the coffin room.
Are we at the coffin makers?
This is the coffin maker's area where he was building his coffins. And these individuals look at you, stunned, and immediately drop the coffin and look like they're about to run. And we're going to take our break right there.
Oh no, we
What
We
color
left.
did I use again?
Greg used indigo.
All right.
The Indigo. He's with the. Who is he with?
We may or may not have just left Wystera behind.
All it said was the master's bride.
And also, we didn't get what's his name's body.
I mean,
And now we're nowhere near.
Way to go, guys.
Does anyone, Squally, do you have sending by chance?
no.
Any kind of message spell where you can be like, hey.
Maybe if I try really hard, I can get Strahd to pick us up.
Dad.
Oh no.
And
Dad,
the
you can
party
get us.
appears in Amiria.
Yeah.
Doing.
Oh, Lord Bracken, the Crystal Crop.
Hello.
Is the coffin maker in
Valaki.
Greg is a genius.
Yeah,
maybe
the
it's
one
time to
town
pick
you
up the
guys are
wedding
not
dress.
allowed to go back to.
the town we're not
Oh no.
there yet?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to pick up the wedding dress.
Fuck
The
no.
dress.
Okay, well.
Come back right in a second here, guys. Holy cow. This got crazy.
Sure.
Alrighty, here we go, everyone. Okay. So, we will return to you guys in a moment. Now we're going to focus Kari and Wystera. Wystera, going through this castle, you feel as if you have been walking through stairs and being turned around. Your perception and destination of like taking in your surroundings, like it is, you're feeling yourself kind of begin to get turned around in a lot of ways. And you find yourself at one moment with Kari walking up a massive spiral staircase. It is, and by massive, I'm not just talking about tall. I'm talking about wide. This staircase expands to a good 60 feet across in diameter. You Sorry, I just realized that when I said diameter with the cups, it was actually circumference, not that. But it's diameter here in terms of it stretching out, and you are walking up towards it. You just begin to feel a pulsing heart pound as what you see above you in this place is a massive, like, kind of like red light, kind of where you're going. And it's kind of like that light that you're like, okay, we're going to keep climbing. We're going to go up towards this. I want to ask you, what is Wystera feeling in this moment? And is she making these feelings known to Kari?
Pissed off and no.
Go ahead and make a deception check for me, please.
$16.
Okay. Do you keep going up this spiral staircase in this moment? And what is it that's pissed you off so much?
Mostly that I don't have my powers and the way in which I'm being goaded to get my powers back. And what she sees as the somewhat infantile behavior of some of these members of her party.
As you begin to go up the stairs, spinning up around and around, you see there's a lot of different times where there could be potential landings that you could get off at. Do you take any of those landings, or do you just...
Nope. I want to see what's at the top.
Right. As you ascend higher and higher, Kari looks at you and says, so I want to ask, once we find whatever it is that we kill Strahd with, how are you going to deal with it?
I figure we cross that bridge when we come to it.
No. No, we're not doing that.
Okay.
How are you going to take care of whatever it is that this vampire, devil, how are you going to take care of what he throws at us? Because I can tell you this, I will smite with Midnight's holy power until every single thing that is in front of me essentially poofs up into a red mist. I know Sly is going to have his smoke carry him through. Squally can talk to the wind, which is wild. And Eren seemingly has some kind of spectral ghost with him that is able to go out and lash out to keep the rest of us safe. And you have Twitch now. Like, what else do you have? Like, against all these powerful things, against a fucking 30-foot tree, what do you have that's going to help all of us?
Not much.
Okay. So then what is this? Is this gesturing to the staircase just proving something? Like, why do you need to prove anything right now?
I'm not proving anything. I'm looking for answers.
Okay, but you're looking for answers in a place that can get us killed.
Any more than the dungeons?
Well, in the dungeon, look, this is the thing, Wystera. In the dungeons, sure, but we're all together. And you said it was a smart idea for us to split up. You said it was a smart idea for us to split up, just you and me. I'm 16, Wystera.
Okay, you can't have it both ways. You just told me how powerful you are, and now you're telling me you're 16 and helpless.
I'm not saying I'm
What do you want?
helpless. I'm just saying that in the grand scheme of it, Like a reasonable, smart thinking person would look at me coming with them and say, wait a minute, this person has like this massive amount of weight and power. And they have all this stuff with them, and it just seems like it just seems like you're like, fine, I'll take this person with me. And you look at me as if I'm an adult, and fine, I respect that. And you know what? For a time, I respected you too. But like, I don't know what you want anymore. Like, are you on our side or not? You say you're looking for Strahd. Great. You're looking for someone to beat Strahd. What is that to you?
I don't know. I'll let you know when I find it.
Kari keeps walking with you up the stairs. As you get higher and higher, you get to a one area that becomes like a full landing. And the space kind of elongates. There's a bridge off to the side. The stairs keep going up. But as you get to this area, the red light that was emanating before, you see it actually began to take shape. And as you get to the landing, you see it, and it is a massive crystalline heart beating. Deep down, like from down below at the farthest edge of this staircase, you could not see it, but now you see it fully formed. It is a massive, almost like chandelier heart, glowing, emanating, and beating throughout the entire castle. And you and Kari stare at this thing in awe. The stairs continue upwards, and there's a pathway that, like, kind of a bridge that opens up for you, behind you.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. The two me fights around you.
Are you able to do any sort of... What do you think we should do with that thing, if anything?
I honestly don't know what this is. Okay. I mean, we know it's here. We can keep going up if we want. I don't really know what this is. Just kind of keeps looking around.
I wonder whether it's some sort of life connected to Strahd or to his bride or to this castle. Certainly something like that.
What is that all about? Like the bride, what do you think that is? Like that whole wedding thing. Like, what is it?
Well, from my experience, when a devil takes a bride, sometimes it is about gaining more power for the devil. It's never a good thing. But that is just my own experience.
Kari takes that in, knowing that Twitch is on your shoulder. It's like, all right, you want to keep going up?
I do.
Okay. Kari begins to go up with you. All right. This moment, you guys reach the top of the space. As you get here, what you find, what you see, you're at the peak of the North Tower. Here the stairs end in a dark and dreary room where you find manacles attached to the walls. In the middle of the room, you can see that there is a bed that is fitted with leather restraints. At the foot of the bed, there is an iron chest. The lid is sculpted and there is an emblem on it. You also see that there's a wooden ladder that leads to a trap door in the ceiling, with water dripping down through the rotted wood.
Okay. First thing I do is attempt to go over to the chest and try to open it.
Sure, go ahead and make a lockpicking check.
$15.
You move, try to unlock the chest. I believe that is not enough. I might just quickly check my thing here. It's a different thing. There we go. I believe that is just enough.
Super.
Look at that. You just click. This is like a gorgeous looking chest, but it like in terms of gorgeous, it's like hard iron. It's set, and as you release off the emblem, you pop it, open it, and your eyes glitter as you can see that there is a bejeweled golden crown sitting upon a silk pillow.
Nothing else?
Nothing else in that chest.
I look at Kari and I grab the crown. Pull it upwards.
Take it and grab it. She just says, "You think that's going to help?"
You never know. I put it on my head.
Okay. A royal crown sits upon your head.
All right.
Do you feel that you deserve this station?
Oh, stop.
Okay.
Take the crown off. I put it back on the pillow. Close the chest.
That wasn't Kari asking, that was Liam asking.
Oh! Right, okay, gotcha. And you said the trapdoor has water leaking through it.
Mm-hmm. And there is a there's a ladder that leads up to top.
Yeah, I'm going up that ladder.
Okay.
Is the trapdoor locked or just there?
Trapdoor is not locked.
Okay, I'll push it open a little.
You open it up a little and water begins to kind of pour over on top of your hair as you begin to just feel water like that comes off of the top of the trapdoor, pours over top of you as the rain greets you, as you just feel the rain falling from outside.
I close it again, come down.
Kari kind of chuckles at this.
Yes.
Here. She opens up the chest and puts it on the crown on your head. There. That looks proper.
No, it doesn't. I take it off and put it back down. Close the chest with a thump.
She grabs your hand. She looks at you and says, if you're going to put it away, do it because you want to.
Oh, I want to.
Okay.
I was hoping it would hold some sort of magic. It does not.
Do you know that for sure?
No? Are you able to check?
I'm not really into that. Like, that's not really my field of study. I mean,
All right, fair enough.
look, I don't know how to explain it. I have some things. And last night I felt something and it scares me. Kari kind of sits to the side for a moment.
I sit down with her about a yard away and wait.
She goes into her bag and she pulls out the old dwarven book, the journal that you guys had that you looked over before when you guys were drinking. She flips it over and looks through it. Twitch talks on your shoulder like, what the fuck is she doing?
Looking.
Okay, great. Kari flips through. She looks at you and says, here's the thing. I don't know the situation that you have with your magic. I don't know what that is. I don't. I think one of the things that makes everyone so distrustful is that we're seeing a lot of the stuff that you're connected to is connected in some way, in one shape or form, to this world or another, and you're not really giving us a clear reason to trust you when you don't have your powers. Does that make sense?
I'm
I can
here, aren't I?
That's not what I'm talking about. It's not like abandonment. It's like, okay, there's only one lesson I learned from Midnight. Like really like a book lesson that I really understood. Like a lot of this stuff, like she's amazing. She's great and dope. But the thing with Midnight was that when Mystra, in the days of Divinity, when Mystra was like still alive, like she had the foresight to know that she was going to die. She knew that. She knew that there was like no hope for her. She didn't necessarily, I don't know if she knew like that her essence would extend or whatever, but she knew that she needed to make some kind of contingency. And she looked to a mortal who showed promise, and then she gave her her power. And in doing that, she made a choice and believed in somebody enough with power that they didn't understand, that they didn't know they could ever wield or manage. And that person kicked fucking ass. And I don't know if that's the same with you. I don't know what it is. And I don't know what brought you to magic. I mean, what was it? What honestly, what was it?
Sadly, a deal with the devil. I wanted power. That's what I wanted. And now it has been taken away from me.
Okay, so obviously, like, power isn't the thing that obviously should be sought after if it's making you feel this way.
Clearly, your point.
Okay, you want a point? Then here, I'll be direct. Because this fucking asshole isn't direct enough, I will be. I don't know if I can do this. And she shows you the book. I don't know if I can do this effectively. But if you're looking for power, and if you're looking for magic, then maybe I can try to teach you this. Maybe I can teach you these. And she shows you the dwarven ciphers. This is limited, I know, but maybe you could open yourself up to something and find, like, we can look at this together and we would study it, and I could help you to get not just power, but understanding. Like, maybe you can understand something that I don't. And maybe you'd have something that's valuable that doesn't cause you to just reach power unconditionally. Like, you maybe could be conscious of what you're using it for. I'm asking if you want me to maybe teach you some of this wizard shit.
I would very much appreciate that.
You feel something dig into your back.
You
feel
Ow!
Back of your neck as Twitch pinches you.
Okay, look.
Twitch reveals herself at this moment. You got something you want to say?
Yeah, I'm not going back to Gritzonoth.
Okay. And might I ask you what is so bad about it?
What is so bad about that asshole?
Yeah, what is so bad? She flutters down. It's like, look at the shit you were able to do. Are you forgetting the fact where you took the blood of some folks and your own blood, and started sending out fire to them? Like, explain
It was very
to me.
impressive, yes. And what exactly, there is no way that those scrolls you are giving me is not increasing his power over me. You think he wants to give me power with no cost in return?
Oh my gosh, where are you from? Of course there isn't that. That's never existed. Like, it's never existed in every century. What are you talking about? You want something that doesn't exist for us. Let me ask you something. With
Yeah.
all of this, when you signed on the first time, you had no issue with it. Like, you were so ready for it, and I helped you in that, and I said I could. And now you're changing your mind because what? You find out the name of who it belongs to?
Yes.
Like, that's okay. Well, that's fucking stupid.
That's where I left. That's who I left in the first place. That's why I'm out here. Because I don't want to be part of bringing despair to an entire plane of existence.
So, as far as I understand it, you didn't care about any of this. And you didn't care about me either. Was I part of your little power trip too?
I very much care for you.
Really?
Yes.
When you send me off to spots and I get eviscerated beforehand. Like, let me just understand it. That's the same situation. And I was willing to go along with it. I was still okay dying again and again and again. dying over and over. You know why? Because
Why?
I'm getting something more. I'm getting power too.
Yes.
I acknowledge it, and I'm okay with it. What makes you better than me?
This has nothing to do with being better than you. It has to do with the fact that I do not want to be subservient to that devil. It's why I broke away in the first place. You knew that. This is why I left. And you came with me. And I was glad of that. And I'm
Twitch,
simply attempting to make my way here without dying.
Twitch looks at you and says, I hate to burst your bubble here, but I had no idea who you were before you first summoned me out of that wine field. I had no idea who you were. You may have seen me at one point, maybe saw me when you visited the Hells at one point, but I may have said, oh yeah, you go, you get him. Yeah, you say that to Grixina. And what, I'm just going to just stand by that? No. Because here's the thing. This is how we work. And I'm not talking just this whole like, you know, this is how I work. When I start doing things, I get greater, higher rankings and powers within the world. And where I come from, that's everything. That's everything. I don't get what you get. I don't get that opportunity to go around the world to just bring out my powers in any way, shape, or form. Like, the thing is, you can literally do whatever you want with them. You don't need to be near the guy. You don't need to be near him. You can do whatever you want. You can spend your life running away from him for the rest of your life. I keep coming back. And I don't get to leave. I get to be stronger when I get to commit more. So I don't get this thing that you have.
Why do you think, then, if you are clearly paying attention and you know so much, why were my powers taken away in the first place?
I don't know.
Well, don't you think that's part of Grix's game?
As far
You
as I
don't-
know, whatever you had before, it wasn't with him. So I don't know.
So he cuts off my power and then finds a way to give it back to me through him. That doesn't make you suspicious?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
$18.
Which kind of stops for a moment. Looks at their like newfound size. Looks at the whole space around them. So he kind of stops talking. And just goes on your shoulder and turns invisible. Kari walks over to you and when you're seated. She gestures out a hand to you and she says, we can sit around here and talk more about this stuff. I don't know if more things are going to start coming around here, start looking for us. We need some time with this, but if you want to commit, then I can help you.
I'm not very good for asking for help, so I appreciate your offer, and yes, I would. Thank you.
All right. Well, we've gone as high as we can go, and I don't see really anything. Do you want to try to find the others?
Yes. It was worth a try. I do think we need to keep in mind where this heart is, though,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
for
definitely.
later, because there's a very good chance, that that could be a seat of power. But I have a feeling we are not equipped to try and destroy it, if it can even be destroyed.
Well, we know where it is, so we can find it later if we need to.
Okay, let's head down.
She says lead the way, and she's going to give you advantage on another survival check.
Ha! <clears throat> 16.
Okay. I will just tell you, should you so choose, you will be able to go to the base of this staircase, and you will be able to find your way back to where you were in the hallway to get back to where your friends were. If that is where you so choose, you could begin to explore other pathways as well if you want.
No, I think I've taken Kari's point. I think we return to that spot.
All right. Go ahead and give yourself an inspiration die, Wystera, that you can hold on to.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. That's going to be a D20 for you to roll a thing. All right. As you guys begin to go there, the rest of you guys come back to the coffin room, and you see two hooded figures drop a coffin and immediately seem to go to book. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Ah.
Right back in it.
11.
Okay.
Does the coffin break or anything, or does it just like fall open, or just
It lands just there.
Thanks.
okay?
Rufus. Eren, you want to roll for Rufus? What'd you roll, Peyton? I can't hear you.
Sorry.
Look up.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted that whole time because we were
Instead of-
doing the Wystera stuff.
Instead of
Like
talking, I'll
alien.
take off my clothes.
Yeah. Sorry,
It's
So
really
boy.
hot.
Peyton, what did you roll?
So Eren got an
What'd you
11.
roll?
Rufus rolled a 15, but I don't know what his initiative bonus is.
Okay, I can tell you here. He's got a +2.
So 17 for Rufus.
Okay, and what'd you roll for Eren?
11.
Rufus is going to go first.
Hell yeah, Rufus.
Damn it, he really is the alpha.
Alrighty, and what'd you roll there? Sly, sorry.
I got an 11.
Oh wow. Okay, Rufus immediately is looking to you, Eren, like looks to you. What does he want him to do?
Rufus, go block the door.
He rushes over. He's gonna make an athletics check to block the door. Okay. That's his athletics. So he's doing a defensive stance onto the door.
And just
I'm gonna
look mean.
He's gonna make an intimidation check now. That's not good. Okay. These two
He's a gentle beast.
individuals. These two individuals with their hoods, they are going to try and get past Rufus as fast as possible. Let me just see. I can't find their thing. I literally just had it. Okay, I think I can remember off my head. I think they have 1 million. No. So Athletics check. Okay. Yeah, one of them goes up towards Rufus and immediately, like, side pumps them with their, like, just basically boots Rufus out of the way. The other person goes up, gets to the door, opens it, and is able to clear a little bit outside. They are beginning to commit to a dash, so they got a little bit of extra movement here. The person who bumped Rufus out of the way is getting into the door frame. We go to, I believe it's Sly, Squally, and Eren in that order. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I rolled an 11.
Okay, so then it's going to go
And what's your-
Eren, Sly, and Squally.
Okay. Well, I know where we are, and we are not supposed to be here. So I say we gotta get out of town quick.
Is that going to be your turn?
I'm just saying I'm not too worried about these people. We just gotta get out of here.
Okay,
What if they tell them we're here?
Sly, it's your turn.
I'm running though while I'm saying that.
How
I would
far
like
is
to,
the guy
unless if
who's
I have
outside?
time to move towards the door at least.
Yeah, well, you're going to close the door? Okay.
No, I'm moving towards the door. I'm not closing it.
Okay, you run up towards the door. I'd say that you could go up, like, you can go up in an opposite direction of the other individual if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, you split, so it's kind of going off in a Y shape. You're a little slower than this person. Well, not too much, but you're a little bit faster because of the barbarian speed. Sly, your turn.
Yeah, how far is the guy who ran outside?
Probably a good, I'm gonna say 40 feet.
Sick. My movement is 40 feet, so I'm gonna run up and tackle him down.
Make an athletics check.
Fuck. That's a 10.
Okay. You go off on your first try to, like, grapple attack, and you see this person. She gets out of your way, and she puts off your hand easily. And you see in that slide, she slips of her wrist and pulls a dagger off to her side. You can use your other attack to try to, like, tackle them again if you want.
Would it do anything if I'm or try to, like, shove them into the direction of the place? Like, how far outside are we? Are we outside?
You are outside now. You're 10 feet away. The other person is a good 30 feet ahead of you. Yeah, they dashed. The other person got Rufus
shit,
out of the
I
way,
thought
so they
we
could
did
just
not, bro.
dash out of the way. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and, like, shove this person back into the place.
Go ahead and make another attack. Roll a shove. Oh, wow.
Fuck. That's a 3.
Okay, so on that move, you go and you try to shove, but they use the momentum against you to effectively get you in a position where they can actually attack you. But they miss horribly on that strike to try to cut across. That goes to Squally.
Okay, so one is 30 feet away, running away, and the other one's with Sly.
The other one, no. If you're still inside, that other person who ran is 70 feet from you.
Okay. I'd like to run out. And just cast Word of Radiance. If the other one's within 60, can I get within 60 feet of the other one and do both?
It's a 60-foot range?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you could be able to run out to get both of them. That's a Constitution saving throw.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh,
First
sorry.
one.
Nope. I'm looking at the wrong one. That's Sacred Flame. Never mind. Just the one that's 5 feet. It's not
Okay,
6 feet.
Radiance, you're getting the one with that. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I will apply what I rolled to that person then. They rolled a natural 18 on the die, which is the third 18 I've rolled in a row.
Okay, it doesn't.
That's
Okay.
wild.
Fuck you.
That is wild. Okay, so anything else you want to do on your turn?
Which way did Eren go?
Eren's banana
Started
peeling off.
going the other way.
He's going in the opposite direction.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. This person's now going to get an attack of opportunity on you. Well, no, I'm going to say that they used their reaction to try to go to Sly because of that little extra maneuver. So Rufus pulls up, sees, and begins to see Rufus. Rufus sees Sly and is like, he needs my help, and is going to rush over to take care of the guy with Sly. That's going to go with these individuals. The woman on you, Sly, sees the two of you and is immediately, like, as they see the dog at this point, she's not threatened by you, but she also knows that she's not going to be able to necessarily do much of a cut. So she disengages and runs. As she does that, you hear a scream from the other person saying, "There's the intruders! Madam, they come through the gate!" And they begin to rush off deeper into the town.
Yeah,
Let's
I
get
yelled
the
at Sly
fuck
to-
out of here.
Yeah, I call Rufus and we just start hightailing it out and following Squally and Eren.
Yeah, let's run.
Okay, you guys breaking from this. You guys begin to hear shouts. It's like, "My lady, contact the lady, contact the lady." You guys begin to hear these voices begin to come through. I need you guys, if you're going to be hightailing it at a fast pace, there is no way you guys are going to be making a stealth check here. So I'm going to be rolling a couple of perception checks. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here.
I am looking for the quickest escape.
Okay. Go ahead then and make a, it's going to be investigation check.
Whether I know a place to get out of this town or whether I'm just looking for a place, like whatever it is, the quickest place.
Yeah, you're going to have to make an investigation check.
That's not good. 6.
6. Here's the thing. Moving at as fast a pace as you are trying to slip through, there's also a pretty big penalty on this too. So looking through, fastest way is the road ahead of you. You are just trying to go through that road and you might get stopped.
Cool, I'm running.
Cool. You guys here, let's see. Okay. All right. It's improv on the spot. Let's do this shit. Who am I going to roll for?
Improv.
I got to see. There's different people here. Yeah, that's what I'm rolling for. I'm going to roll to see what kind of people find you here. There are 4 types of people in town.
Band of roving old people.
First person. Okay.
Wall walkers.
You guys are running through the streets of the town, and you guys just see like the common folk. Like, you guys are fully prominent. Like, you guys are probably seen by a good 20 or so people off in the regular streets just running through. Next one. Yeah. I'm not going to roll for specific NPCs right now. Just general. Oh, you guys run through and you guys notice Vistani. Vistani people notice you in this moment as you guys are rushing through at this point.
They're our friends. Or at least I think they're our friends.
A lot of them begin to clock you guys here as you begin to run through.
Yeah. Keep running.
Are they
Yeah,
inside or outside of the city?
They're inside the town.
Right.
Are they like?
Yeah, because the Vistani went in when we left.
Right. So there's not going to be like a pack of them. Okay.
But they're not allowed to leave either.
No one's allowed to leave, I think.
Yeah.
You guys don't notice any red hooded individuals like around the town at all? Yeah, it's gonna be him.
Gonna be him.
Oh.
That's gotta be Kane.
Oh boy. Okay. Eren, as you are running down the street, you're looking behind you as you see people, and you blam and slam right into somebody. They stumble to the ground. You hear a tear just like on one of their clothes. You guys all run and stumble, and they get up, and you just see a blonde-haired individual. Like, you bump into them, and you just see them pull their hair back from their head. You are face to face with Esker right now.
Esker, get us back to the castle.
Get the fuck out of town.
What?
Please, whatever you do. We found
We jumped in a green flame, and now we're here.
we put the stone in the fire and it sent us, and we need your help. Can you please just get us back to the castle?
We are fully in public right now. What are you talking about? No, I'm
Bring
not going
us the
to
coffins, and Craig went right to the master's bride. Get us out
Right.
of here.
He
Just
puts
point
your
us in a
hand
direction.
on your mouth, and he's immediately going to try to grab onto you, like just grapple you there, Sly. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
What the fuck? What did I do? Fuck these rolls. That's a 10.
10. You were able to just bat off his hand at one grab, and he's just going to try again, like one time to get you in an arm lock, basically. Roll another
What
athletics
the
check.
fuck did I do?
Can I like grab onto his arms at the same time and just try to like get into his
Fuck
eye?
you,
like,
dirty
his-
20.
Okay, yeah, he tries to lock in, trying to grab you, but it doesn't work. As
Dirty
you're just-
20. As he's
Okay.
struggling, can I smack him upside the head?
Sure, make an attack roll.
I just want him to look
You
into
guys
my
are, like,
eyes, so I'm gonna be
slap
like crawling up him at this time. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Fuck,
crawling.
that's a 4.
Or he's just like,
I do it recklessly. I
Okay.
do this recklessly. That's a 17.
I imagine them both just going.
That's a 17?
Yeah.
That's a 17.
Yeah.
That's a 15. You smack. You just like, what are you? I like smack him in the face. He's like, ah, and he back like kind of kayfabes backwards. Oh shit!
Just point us in a direction. You got us the fuck out of
Esker,
here.
we need to leave. We need to
You
get
guys are
back to
presently in the streets
castle.
with commoners and Vistani watching you right now as Esker just got slapped in the face, and everyone's like, and you see some of the Vistani kind of look onto you, and kind of look to each other.
Do we recognize any of the Vistani?
Looking around the area, you would probably not recognize some of these people. There's like
Okay.
quite a few of them that are from a different, probably caravans and stuff.
Esker, we'll
I'm just
do
gonna say we
whatever
don't have
you
time for
need.
this, and I'm just gonna keep running.
Okay, you run.
I follow. If Esker's not gonna do anything or say anything.
What are you doing, Sly?
Yeah, Sly's just gonna keep running after smacking this guy.
Okay. You just smack Esker in the face, just beefs it, just starts running with pride. Okay. So you guys begin to rush with Rufus beginning to go through. You guys begin to hear yells throughout the streets. Like now you guys begin to kind of notice like there's torches here. You get to a point where you're running. Go ahead and make another investigation check.
Everyone?
I would say you guys can all do it, or Eren can try, because Eren's kind of leading this.
I could do one.
I think we all should, because Aaron still has the -3.
I rolled a natural 20.
I got an at 20 as well.
I got a 6.
Because of my -3, it's a total of 17. But
I rolled
Okay.
a nat 20, and that's a 19 for me.
Squally, quickly make an athletics check for me, please.
No. Acrobatics.
way better than the
Athletics.
3 that I got
It's
before.
athletics.
6. I rolled a 9 and it was -3, so 6.
16.
16. Okay. Squally, or sorry, Sly and Eren, you guys in tandem, like stop for a moment, get together. Okay, shit. You guys know you're in the dark side of town. You guys know that you guys are gonna have to make it to the east side of the wall. That's where Esker had you guys move. Seeing Esker recalibrates. Okay, we can go to that side of the wall. That's where Lady Wystera kind of put us and told us that we couldn't come back. You guys are like probably a few. Well, I'd say maybe maybe a good like quarter mile from there. Maybe no, it's not that far. But you could be, yeah, you guys could be a good 300, 400 feet. Yeah, 400 feet. You guys are 400 feet away. So if you guys get 400 feet, you'd have to be able to scale the walls. You can go through some of the alleyways to cut through to be a little bit more stealthy so that no more people notice you. You know for a fact there's going to be people on those walls you got to deal with. So easiest way is if you don't run to the gate, or if you just run to the nearest wall and just scale it. It's going to be tricky, but you guys could maybe do it. You just need to be able to find a spot on the wall where the guards will be positioned, which should be most of it because they have the full railing. It's like they patrol the actual wall space. But then again, it's not guards that they're doing it. You guys are putting together the pieces of everything on the walls. It's not guards. It's going to be these like kind of her like cult group. So now you guys are going to be able to go there, and you guys could make stealth checks now. Squally, as you are running, you get a little bit behind them. You get a little turned around. As you do, Esker comes out from one of the corners and tries to grab you, and he just like kind of misses. He's gonna make one more attack. Okay, now you can make an acrobatics check.
Yes. 18.
18. He goes to this time try to grab you up, and you run up on his hands, and you extend your arms and like your wings and do a little flourish and just kind of like glide off to the side away from him. And he's like, get over here. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to find Eren and Sly and just keep running.
All right, make an investigation
But
check.
I'll also say if you're not going to help us, you need to leave us alone. And then
Okay, make an investigation check.
that'll be a 9.
A 9. Okay, they're gonna have to reveal themselves to you before you're able to find them. So you guys beginning to
Do
turn
we see
around.
Squally?
I would say once you guys come up with an idea, you guys are off in a side space, so you guys can decide how you want to get out of here, and then you can be able to reveal yourselves to Squally.
Like, can we see Squally? Can I just be like, Squally, get over here?
Well, first you guys are off tucked away. You guys are away from him. So you guys have to decide how you guys are going to get out of here, because you have a couple of options now. You can piece together things.
Okay, I say we just go to the wall. I don't think we're going to be able to get through a gate.
I can climb really good. So,
I bet you can. I'm strong enough that I can hopefully climb.
and together
But
we
I'm
could
still
probably help
recovering
out.
from this whole death thing.
And together we could really help out Squally. So I think.
Yeah, where is Squally?
But yeah. Do we look and see? Do we see Esker
Can I
trying to
look?
Can I squawk really loud? Just like ah, ah!
Okay.
I
You
make the
guys
same
turning the
noise.
corner. You
I'm
guys
trying.
notice Squally at this moment. Coming through the space. Squally, you notice Sly and Eren a few hundred feet away from each, or not a few hundred, probably, about 90 feet away from you. But Esker is gaining on you at this point.
I would like to keep running really fast.
Okay, you're gonna just keep running.
Can
Then
I like
Esker's gonna
jump and try to glide to make myself a little faster?
make a performance check. Make a performance check.
I'm gonna do it.
Don't peacocks do that? They like run and do a little.
As a
I'm a
17.
I'm a peacock. You
You-
gotta
you-
let me fly.
You gotta let me fly.
Glide up, and you get an extra like 10 feet in front of him. And like, haha! He's like, God, son of a. Keeps rushing behind you guys. You guys are able to catch up with Esker 10 feet behind you, making your way up to the wall. I just need to look at one thing here. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, you guys begin to make your way, getting closer and closer, farther, splitting across. Squally, go ahead and make a performance check for me. Or not, a perception check, sorry.
Perception 15.
15. Okay. Nice. Okay. You hear something in the wind. It is not a rush. You hear a roar come across in the air. It is not coming from Sly. It's not coming from Eren. It's not coming just from the actual spirits around you. You hear an actual kind of like roar.
Do the roar.
Either or.
Did it. You guys begin to rush up. Get to the wall. Sly. You are able to see there is one individual who is like up there, does not notice you.
Cool. I'm gonna climb up and I'm gonna try and sneak up on him.
Sure, make a stealth check.
Okay.
Can I jump through the wall, creating an Eren-shaped hole like a cartoon?
Go and climb up quickly, Sly, first. I want to see this.
Alright, it's cocked. I'm gonna clear the area that was caught. 17.
17.
Yeah.
Okay, you go up smoothly and you're like crawling up on the ground right behind this person. You're able to get right behind them.
Is he the only person?
Only
Eren?
person you can probably see for a good feet. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna like judo chop him and knock him out.
Make an attack, and I'll
Or,
say
like-
this is a surprise attack. It's
Go
not with
chop.
advantage, but you do get the attack.
What?
On.
Okay.
Make
Am
it
I adding
reckless.
just? Fuck it. I'll go reckless. Do I just add my strength modifier to this?
This is a proficiency attack as well. You had that.
Woo-hoo.
You're proficient with your fist.
I'm not actually gonna run through the wall, by the way.
No, we're gonna have you roll in a moment.
That's a 15.
15. I was gonna say, Eren, I was gonna tell you, if you want to run through the wall, you can make a reckless attempt, and I can see if you will bust through this wall.
I mean, I could try, or I could. How tall is the wall?
Wall is 15 feet tall. I think it's 15.
Okay, yeah,
I
no,
believe
I'm gonna-
last time I checked, it was either 15 or 10.
Aaron's gonna take his shield out and just try to run straight through the wall.
I'm gonna make you use your reckless to do this, and please roll with
Sure, I'll
advantage.
recklessly attack the wall. Is this considered an attack, or am I doing like athletics?
Athletic.
Or...
This is an athletics bonus. They're 15 feet.
Also, I got
Oh,
a
that's
15.
not good.
Yeah.
I got a 13.
Goo, goo, goo. You dent in the wall. And you just stumble back. What'd you?
Okay, if I have time, I'm gonna start climbing then.
I got a 15.
Like you recklessly just like, and they just like kind of like go, like take it, and they just like fall unconscious. I need to.
They're
I need to
unconscious?
roll, like, to save. Yeah, they are unconscious now.
Nice. Cool. I'm gonna. How far is Squally from the wall?
Squally, you're the only person that gets to act as you see Eren bump right into the thing.
I'm gonna attempt to use him as a step to get Sly to catch me to get up the wall.
Make an
Kinda like
acrobatics
Wow.
check on that shit.
Sorry, Aaron.
Make an acrobatics check. And
I
hey,
had some small step.
hey, Eren, are you gonna give her advantage?
a little
Or him an
boost?
advantage on this?
I mean, yeah, while I have my shield, if she jumps, I'm gonna like, or he,
All right.
sorry.
And then
give,
I'm gonna
push
you
him
give
up.
him advantage.
And I'm gonna catch Squally.
And with it, 23.
Boom, 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 shoo, shoo, bah, woo. Like, yeah, just full on leap up on top of the wall right there. Eren, you are prone. Rufus comes right by your side. At this point, Esker rushes up to you and he just like puts a hand onto the shield, keeping you prone. What the fuck are you guys doing here?
We didn't.
I told you we
need
jumped in the
to.
green fire and we teleported here.
What the hell are you doing? Like, did you find out what was going on? Like, geez Louise, like, what?
While he's talking, I quickly like help Squally over the other side of the gate. So she's
We
like
were
over,
looking-
and then I come down to get Esker away.
Okay,
We were
gonna
looking
say
for the
Squally,
body
as
that we were looking for.
Squally, as you're getting helped up over to the side, you see something coming down in the shadows, coming down towards the alley, coming up behind Esker. It is a massive creature.
Behind
Eren,
us?
behind Esker, you see as you see he has a hand on you, and he's like, "Look, I don't know anything about this whole like fire shit, but if you're not finding anything, then what are you doing back here? Like what? Like
We
I don't."
teleported here. It was a mistake. We didn't think we were
Okay,
coming
well then
here.
why are you making these kinds of mistakes here? Like, and why are you asking me to help you in broad fucking public? Like, what is wrong with you?
Just let me go and we'll get out of here.
Well, fine, just and as he goes
Slide
to,
drops.
Throw him over the edge.
as he goes to
You'll have
grab
to
you,
trust me.
as he goes to grab you, all of a sudden you hear and then a massive cat jumps behind you and goes to attack Esker. That's a natural 17. That's going to do it. What
Cool.
is
While
this?
that's happening, I start climbing the wall because I don't a fuck about Esker.
What are the statistics of a saber-toothed tiger?
Oh,
Why is there a saber-toothed tiger in the middle of a city?
Who gives a fuck? And I reach my hand down and try and pull you up.
that
I
seems
try and grab
dangerous.
it.
Wait, I say toss Rufus first.
Esker fails his strength
I
save.
took the Rufus.
So Esker
Grab him by the
goes
scruff.
prone. Roll advantage. Okay, Esker is now
DM's busy
prone
playing
as
with
a
himself,
saber-toothed
so
tiger
I'm gonna say
clamps
we get
down
him over.
onto Esker's throat and just goes, "Oh, what the?" You guys clambering up onto the wall at this point, Eren.
I
You guys
pushed Rufus up towards Sly before I
And I
started
grabbed
fighting.
Rufus, gave Rufus to Squally, and then I'm helping up Eren.
Rufus goes into your feathers there, Squally, and you can descend down onto from the opposite side of the wall. All right,
Oh,
you
man,
help
shit.
up Eren. You guys get up on there, and Esker is now fighting with this saber-toothed tiger.
Cool.
I just say
I
bye,
leave.
and then I keep going.
I spit on
Help
Esker.
him?
Why would I help him? He's a piece of shit.
He might
That's Peyton saying that, not.
be used to this. Or he might, sorry, we might need to use him later.
No, he's using us. They will kill us.
We gotta get back to
As Sly,
Wystera and Kari.
right before we leave, Sly leans over and like says just loud enough for Esker to hear, "Have fun cleaning that up, you maid," and then runs away.
You just as you see that, you see the tiger fly 10 feet in the air, like just like,
And then
like
I'm
soar
gone.
up.
I'm
You
gone.
Esker bring up a hand and just kind of like push himself up to watch you guys begin to go off outside of the wall. You guys run.
Yeah, we're running.
We're running to the castle, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know how far from the fucking castle.
Jesus
Wasn't that like a day's trip?
If you guys are sprinting to the castle, let me just count here. Fuck it. I'm gonna say this is what happens. I need all three of you to roll a d20 for me.
Do I have to put my -3 on it?
Yeah. No, you don't.
9.
Okay, because it would have been a 0, so that's a 3.
Okay.
8.
8? Cool. You guys begin
That's
to
a total of 20.
You guys begin to sprint. Do you want me to add it up?
I don't
Add it
know.
up.
No, just do what you're doing.
You guys begin to run across the road as you guys feel yourselves cut through across as you're cutting through the woods, or not through the woods, but cutting around the actual road itself. You guys sprint, swerving and running, catching your breath. And as you do, you get to a fork in the road that begins to lead up to an actual pathway. And as you look up, you guys begin to see a wheeling cart. And you guys just begin to kind of hear the soft tears and sobs of like of like a small child as you say, "Oh, don't worry, dearie. Everything's going to be all right." And you guys just begin to see a very familiar face from when you guys had first come into town. This individual that had been pushing this cart and grabbed a small child that you guys were too helpless to like help before. She seems to be going up towards the fork and notices all of you there. Oh, what a bunch of resting, weary travelers I see. You've all gone for a great sprint, have you?
Keep running.
Oh, and just sprint past her.
No time for this dream pastries lady.
Did we ever interact with her before? I don't remember her.
You were dead.
Sorry.
Oh, then I don't give a fuck. I'm just running.
Yeah. The only person that
Okay.
recognizes this person is Eren.
Just move.
I see. I know, but Eren sees a helpless child.
Eren, we
Eren.
have to get back.
Eren, I'm gonna have a moment here. You hear in your voice. You see that? Right there, a great hero wielding a weapon that should be yours, running off away from danger. Let me ask you something. Do you think that you're that kind of a coward?
I just feel like I have to help this person.
We don't have time.
Oh, dearies, I could simply, I understand. Before you go, let me give you a nice dream pastry, please.
Why?
Soft
Grab
tears of a
Eren.
child. Oh, don't worry about that. That's my young one. Oh, she's such a wonderful little thing. She's going to be all right. Just needs to lie down for a moment. Oh, please.
I quickly run back.
And I just
I quickly
look
run
at the
back.
child and I say, "Are you okay?"
Don't worry about her. She's fine. Don't worry about her. Now, I think it might be best if you follow your friends and go on your way.
Sly,
Insight check.
Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, what's
Sly
up, Sly?
doesn't bother with that. Sly runs back to try and get Eren, sees this creepy old lady, and punches her in the face.
I'm going to say make it with advantage because Sly is helping you to see this person's feeling. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
When in doubt, punch her in the face.
That's a 19. No, that's a dirty 20 insight.
Ooh.
Am I adding anything to the roll?
You're punching her in the face, so you're just, again, doing your proficiency attack.
That's an 18.
That's an 18?
Yeah.
I think that's going to hit. Yeah.
What would your AC be? What's this old lady's AC?
What is your strength modifier?
Slice?
Yeah.
2.
Cool. You do 3 points of damage to this old lady. I'm gonna find out where
and then I like scoop Eren and just start running.
Here's the thing though. You scoop up Eren, you're gonna start running.
Can I get the insight check before that
punch
happens?
her in the face, you're gonna get the insight check that you want. You see Sly punch this lady in the face, and she goes down. You see this old woman's face, the gray hair. Eren, I believe it was you, right? It was you when you were back in Valaki watching over Malvo, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw something in the window.
I saw like a kid getting dragged away or something, right?
No. You saw something in the window, right? You saw a face in what looked to be almost like illusionary thing.
Oh yeah.
You saw this illusionary face. It looked horrifying. It looked hideous. It looked like so sunken and terrifying. And as you see the face get punched, you see this old woman's face go from just like a sagging old like crone basically to a purple-skinned individual. And the face mirrors that of the creature that you saw in the window. As a full, thick thing of black hair fills up from the gray, she says, "Oh, dearie, we're not going to have any of that." And as Sly picks you up to run, not paying attention, she turns around and a massive claw comes and strikes across Sly's back. That is a natural 20.
Sly is going into a rage.
Well, you will after you take this.
Oh no.
Actually, we'll get to the damage next time, guys. We're going to come back at the next session.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Padon just wanted to keep running, but Eren can't.
Oh, shit. Eren.
Why can't I just be a murder hobo? Why did I pick lawful good?
It's so much fun being a murder hobo.
I'm just going to remember that I got a nat 20 on that.
Oh, fuck.
You realize how much of a deviant person you are when you're playing lawful good and you're like,
I'll
I don't
write it down.
want to do the good stuff.
It's so much easier to just do bad things.
Just be an asshole.
Awesome.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
an eventful evening.
That was wild.
I'm sure that's
Like,
exactly how Liam had it drawn up.
oh,
Where
Yeah.
the heck? Why was there a saber-toothed tiger?
I mean, if you
Yeah,
guys
I
don't
just-
know by now that the world of Barovia is just filled with animals like saber-toothed tigers and
That's
shit.
what I mean. Like, just in the middle of a town, just a saber-toothed tiger.
Even for Barovia, that seems a little random.
Well, you guys didn't stick around.
If you said like a
Valkyrie long enough to know.
demonic saber-toothed tiger, I'd be like, okay, cool. But like just a regular saber-toothed tiger, just like, yo,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah. Hey, you guys decide to go into the green flame. I throw a saber-toothed tiger at you. So that's how that works.
I want a
No,
you
spin
threw
off
it at
of
Esker.
Craig's adventure.
Hey,
Yeah, we need Craig's
We need
one
Craig's-
shot.
We need a Craig one shot.
Where's
yeah.
Craig?
oh, fuck. Oh, that's right, Craig. I gotta
Craig's with the
remember-
bride?
I know, but like,
Also, I'm so
what is
glad
he doing
Craig's
with the
gone.
bride?
He was such a piece of shit.
Is he just screaming at her like?
But she can't. So it's just. Damn, that was crazy. That was eventful.
Well,
It's a
thank you.
weird
Really
night.
was.
Yeah.
A lot happened.
Yeah, no, yeah. Thank you, Kylah, as well. I know you probably gotta get going right away.
Yep.
Jeez Louise. Oh, yeah, no, you
Yeah.
guys did a great job tonight. Holy man. Holy
Thanks,
man.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Oh,
night, guys.
Thank
Good night,
you.
guys. Oh, thanks to everybody listening to this because holy Moses, that was wild. Oh,
Thank you, Liam.
Bye. Thank you.
oh.
Take
All
care.
right. Take care. Take care. Goodness gracious. Oh.
Gracious.
What will be in store next week? How much damage will come from this Nat 20? We're going to find out in the next session for Curse of Strahd, everybody. Thanks for sticking around for a wild session and a wild night. You all take care. Woo!